welcome to episode 2 of our D&D one-shot live stream. We are glad to be back after our little week break from the Radford plague going around on campus. We just didn't want to get anyone sick. But everything is good now. I believe everyone here is feeling great. Am I right?
Oh, yeah.
No.
All right, guess you're not, and leave. But yeah, real quickly, I do want to run through the whole Shazam again. I'd like to thank, the Radford D&D Guild for providing us with players and, giving us a chance to open this up to the campus. We have a nice little poster we threw together for them just so we can get a little bit bigger thing in there. Here, you better to do it that way.
Oh, yeah,
there
of course.
You go.
There we go.
But you can find them at Radford D&D on Twitter. Go there. You can see lots of really cool stories and whatnot posted by their wonderful social media advisor, Clay. But yeah, and then you can also find us at Radford on Camera on Twitter and Radford on Camera on Instagram, if I'm correct. Yep. As I was just checking it. But without further ado, for those who've never seen this before, this is a one-shot live stream where our adventurers here will be going through a one-shot. Yeah. But without wasting any more time, my name's Gabe. I just want everyone to introduce themselves, starting with someone who I'm sure some of you have seen before.
I'm Chase. My character is Goose, Goblin Fighter.
We love Goose.
I'm Jacob. I'm Hadar, the Human Cleric.
I'm Russell. I'm a Human Druid.
I am Austin, and I really blanked for a second there. I am going to be a Myconid monk.
Yeah. Mushroom person, for those who don't know. So he's basically going to get the party ridiculously, feverishly, and painfully high off of his spores as he, pollutes the world.
It's going to be a trip.
Yeah, it's going to be wonderful. And we have this really interesting thing we have found, which we will be using as basically like the talking stick during battle. But yeah, looks really cool, really fun. Thanks everyone who is here for joining. We will, I believe, is the music running is what I want to know.
No.
No? Alright, we will have some music running later, I believe, depending on what they do back there. Yeah, and thank you to everyone in the back for showing up. We appreciate you. You make our lives easier. But shall we begin? Everyone ready? Any complaints? Anything else I need to go over?
My back hurts.
Your back hurts?
When can I be level 20?
I can give you a massage. No.
Just get that massage.
All right. Well, we find ourselves back at that tavern that we have found our adventurers before. A place, again, full of adventurers alike, of many different ilks and kin. And it still smells of, adventure, joy and determination, and unwashed bodies and ale. But yeah, this time though, it is later in the day, closer to evening as the sun is beginning to set over the horizon. And most of the tavern is full of drunkards just leaving after their final call, people finishing their meals should they have eaten late, and others heading up to the inn upstairs where they stay during the night. But we have our adventurers here, along with a couple others, who are looking to go on a late night quest, as this is a good time for going out and not being bothered by civilians or, others who only hunt during the day. And you guys kind of end up flocking to each other as the only ones who are standing near the board. And you can see yourselves, if you could introduce your character, more so in your appearance, if you could just throw one together.
I am I think I put 3'11" goblin, just with armor and a long sword that is way taller than I am.
I am a relatively tall human male with brown hair, brown eyes, covered in heavy armor from head to toe, and holding a mace and a shield.
I am a 5'4" human with brown hair and a dagger strapped to my waist, and leather armor.
I am Ohm. I am fairly large than typical Myconid. Myconid is like usually fairly medium sized, a little bit bigger than that. Don't really have any weapons on me at the moment, but just kind of sitting there, like kind of blankly staring, but still looking fairly intimidating.
Just ignore the cracking as I open up a can. Not sponsored Dr. Pepper.
Today's session is sponsored by Coca-Cola. Get it right.
Quick,
No, it's not.
keep your eyes from the camera.
Yeah, no one look. Shame. Yeah, they should definitely sponsor us though. You know, free Pepsi would be great. Dr. Pepper, and I just lost our chances. But yeah, so you can all see the very wonderful cast of characters we have here, and without wasting much time, you guys go up to the quest board as there are already 3 papers put up there. Going through them, they are each labeled by difficulty with this little star drawn on the bottom. And the higher the amount of stars, the harder the quest will be, the longer it could go, and the higher chance you have of not returning from said quest. But there are 3 of them, each of increasing difficulty, starting with the 1 star. Bandits near Aldvar is what it says. Merchants along the trade road to Aldvar have been complaining about highwaymen and bandits stopping the merchants in an attempt to force a fine for crossing the trade route. They have been pretending to be working for the Merchants Guild in Aldvar, but it has proven faulty. Go and clear this problem. The reward will be 20 gold split amongst the party, along with any loot you find. If the stolen gold is returned, the party will be given an extra 20 gold. That one is the 1 star up there. Chances are it won't be too difficult, just taking care of some bandits. The second one says missing villagers in Lisette Village. Villagers in Lisette Village, within the southernmost part of the Elmar region, have begun disappearing. The lord of the region has looked into it but came up dry. Investigate the village and find out what is happening so it can be stopped. The reward will be 40 gold split between the entire party if the cause is found, 60 if it is dealt with. So chances are, with that one being 2 star, risk a lot higher, you don't know what you're going for. And then the last one are the strange roars on Elmar's Peak. There have been strange sounds emanating from Elmar's Peak in the north late at night, disturbing and frightening those around it, especially the small town that finds themselves, a village that finds himself at the base of the peak. There have also been reports of entire traveling parties who have been found mutilated despite being well equipped. We ask for adventurers who can handle themselves to check out this strange noise and put an end to it. Reward is 80 gold split amongst the party if the source is found, 100 if dealt with. You can keep any loot you find. So you guys are offered here 3 different choices, 3 different quests you can go on. Only one you can choose. So, Bandits near Aldvar, 1 star. Missing Villagers in Lisette Village, 2 star. And Strange Roars on Elmar's Peak is 3 star. Do you guys want to discuss your options here?
So, the cleric's just going to walk up to these papers, read over it, and immediately he just points down at the middle one and says, I don't feel like losing my blood today. We can do something a little bit challenging, a little bit of reward, but we do not need to go further than that. Are we on the same page?
I slowly point my big myconid finger, doing the same motion, but all I do is stare blankly at everyone and have a little nice facial expression and just go, oh.
So you also point at the 2 star one?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
I just kind of stare blankly.
Goose will jump up because he can't quite reach it at the second poster for missing villagers.
And just to make sure, did you level yourself up to level 2? Awesome, perfect. I forgot you made Goose. I didn't give you the character sheet. That's perfect. And so I feel like the consensus is the 2 star.
Yeah.
Is that what we're going for? All right. So you all take, you kind of rip the 2 star off the board it was mailed to. Yeah.
If it got to me, I was just, because everyone else agreed, I was just going to be like, my character rips it
all right. So you just kind of grab it, you're like, all right, I guess this is what we're doing, rip it off. You guys are kind of a party now. You go up to the counter, the same woman who was there from last time for those watching at home. A normal human, just about a 5-foot tall female wearing very bardish clothes, just kind of frilly, but it's mainly green and brown to show that she's part of the Adventurers Guild. She has a beret on, and when you guys hand her this, she turns around, rummages through a bunch of folders, and she pulls out She pulls out a map, a note on the quest, which is going more into depth, and sends you guys on your ways. The note describing basically what it is also goes into bodies have been found buried throughout the woods, kind of near this village, and they've heard very strange howling, but they don't believe it to be wolves, as wolves would not lead to disappearing bodies. They would have found the corpses, at least, some form of corpse. They've only ever found one, but they lost it quickly after. Not much else is explained.
Lost it.
But without much farther ado, you guys, looking at the map, it shows you a nice easy path following the main road up to the set village. Eventually you do end up having to leave the main road if you follow this path, but you should be able to get there within a couple hours. Night will have fallen by then, but better time to leave now, as there's not much else you really can do. So, we're all good? Everyone ready to go?
Yeah.
All right. You guys begin to make your way, this time heading southwards, not northwards, south to Lisette Village. And the path down this way very quickly turns to a forest-like biome, but not as thick and blanketed as the elm woods are known for. Sparsely forested. You're not in like a hilly plains as you would be if you went east or west. Whew. And before long, you find yourselves, maybe about an hour and a half into your journey, you find yourselves entering swampland. The path you're on is safe to go on, but if you were to walk off the path, you could quickly find yourself sinking into some form of quicksand or mud. And there's plenty of dangerous beasts that live out here, but following the path, it is well lit. There are markers everywhere in case it gets flooded. You guys are very easily able to get along this path without much trouble. And before long, the village comes into sight. And the village, from where you can see, is practically a ghost town. There's not a single person in sight. Even though it is late, it looks as if no one lives there. There's no lights on in any houses. Some of the buildings look like they've been broken into, partly decrepit, and the stench is awful. It's clearly been uncleaned in a long while. So, you guys are kind of slowly approaching this village. You guys do anything?
Well, my biggest question is how far can we see since it's nightfall?
It's not like, it has not reached pure nightfall. It is not pitch black out yet.
Sunset?
The sun is at the very cusp of setting.
Okay.
So you have the smallest amount of light to see this town with.
I think my first course of action would be to approach slowly and try to be stealthy, but I don't see I'm going to be doing too well, covered in heavy armor. But
You roll me a stealth check.
yeah. Wow. That's not good. That's a 2.
It's a 2. Is anyone else going to try to sneak?
Actually,
Dude.
no, I'm not gonna sneak.
Or are you all just going to kind of be like, alright, we're just going to walk?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Alright, so everyone else, while walking normally, you attempt to sneak, but the ground being very wet and kind of hard to get through, you easily slip in your armor and just cause 10 times more noise than you would have just walking forward. And as you slip and you all walk forward, you can see a light in the nearest house flicker on. And you can see just the head of a man, kind of like the outline as you're not really close enough to really identify who it is, peek out the window very slightly. And not after long, as the man seems to be identifying who you are, you can see the front door open and a hand come out, gesturing you towards the house. The hand looks humanoid. And so did the figure in the window.
I'm going to approach, but I'm going to look out for traps.
There are no traps.
I guess I'm just approaching.
If there was a trap out, you would have already found it. This is an open swamp. You cannot really trap said area. Leading into a village, you're not in the swamp, you're on the path.
Okay.
Trapping it would be way too difficult.
I will approach.
Just kidding, there was a trap, you die.
Not again.
So he is approaching. Does the party follow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, you guys follow behind him as you approach. And once you're kind of close enough to be within earshot of the house, you can hear a whispering, whoever it is not wanting to be too loud, telling you to come in. It's clearly a human male.
Identify yourself first.
The man just says to come in again. He's like motioning you to come in, not wanting to open up the door too much. You can kind of see part of his shoulder and a little bit of his cheek.
I start like waving, like, oh, and like I kind of like, not exactly forcefully, but I like sort of like push you all like out of the way. It's like just like go inside.
Alright. And what do you guys do?
I'll just follow inside.
I'm not
Yeah.
letting Mushroom Man walking by himself. I will
No.
follow.
Alright,
Yeah.
so walking inside, after you all enter, the man quickly shuts the door, kind of looking outside to make sure nothing was there. And you can see in front of you just a family, 2 kids, a boy and a girl, the man's wife and the man himself, and they all look like they have been starved. The house looks basically destroyed. There's no food in sight, and there's like buckets of water which are all kind of half drank, so they're clearly kind of running on fumes. But the man doesn't waste too much time to begin questioning you guys. Are you all here from the guild request?
Yes.
Oh, thank the merciless gods. Everyone has locked themselves inside, and we are running out of food and drink quickly.
What have you locked yourselves inside from?
The Wendigo.
What is the Wendigo?
The beast that has been abducting the people of our town.
Oh.
We've never seen it before, but we've never seen it outside of its shadow, but it's tall, grangly, and just utterly horrifying. Utterly horrifying.
When does it hunt?
It hunts in, I'd say, 2 hours from now is when the hunt begins.
While he explains that, I reach into my pocket and pull out some trail rations and just hand it over to the kids.
They're very cautious and do not take it from you. But the mother takes it from you and gives it to them instead, which they are much more accepting of. It's clear that even though they know why you're here, they don't trust you.
Do you know anything about this Wendigo you could tell us other than that?
The man shakes his head.
Which direction does it go?
We don't know. We don't watch when it comes. We just hide. It's broken into the house of our neighbor at least once. I know not if he's alive.
Where's
Do you-
your neighbor's house?
Do you know if there's any other surviving villagers?
I'm sure there are, but no one's leaving their homes anytime soon. If not the Wendigo at night, the other beast by day. There's no point to leaving.
So I'm going to just look out the window and ask you, do you have any livestock left?
He shakes his head. It's killed everything.
We go check on the neighbors. See what's going on in there. If it left any clues.
Stay inside.
No, you don't have to tell me that.
We will come back when the problem is dealt with.
The man kind of does like a short prayer for you guys, clearly not sure you will survive as you leave the house, and he quickly shuts, and you can hear him almost like barring the door behind you as he puts something in the way. As the time draws nearer to when this beast, or whatever it is, the Wendigo, begins to hunt.
right as he like bars the door, I just give like a sort of like kind of goodbye, like really loudly.
All right, so with his amazingly mushroomish ways goes as the door shuts, but there is no response as they've clearly the lights kind of go off then.
So,
And
is there a building that looks like it's been obviously broken into?
3 of the buildings look like they've been broken into.
Let's check them all.
Only one of them looks like it was successful though. The other ones, the front doors are shattered but not broken in entirely.
We're gonna go
In his neighbor's house, the door has been busted in and the building is basically ripped apart.
We'll check that one.
Let's check that one out real quick.
All right, you guys make your way over to this, very decrepit house. The one which he said his neighbor had been broken into more than once, assuming that the neighbor probably survived the first time. But the house is completely empty. There's no sign of life having been there for a while. Going inside, if you guys want to investigate, I do need some investigation checks.
It's like yes.
All right, and then a minus 4 to that one.
Yeah.
So 4. What'd you get?
I got a 4 as well.
Damn.
I got a 10.
And what did you get?
I got a nat 1
Did
and
you
I
roll a
also have a
D12?
-1.
All right, so you got a 0.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Hold up.
He needs to reroll.
I got reroll. I rolled the wrong thing.
Oh.
19.
Hey, look at that.
That's much better.
So, the rest of you two don't see anything. You're like, you're not really paying attention.
Yeah.
You're just kind of like looking around like,
I'm perplexed
Check
by
out the
this
cobweb
mushroom
in the
man.
corner.
I would say you're just staring at the mushroom man. You fell and got mud in your face and can't see. Being short has its disadvantages. You're the only one who actually like goes into the house and looks around, and you find signs of clear like struggle all over the place. And the main thing you notice is long scratch marks and tufts of fur in places where a short beast could not reach. And these scratch marks are very thin, very claw-like, and they go along the wall probably a good 2 feet.
I point out the scratch marks and I grab the fur to show everybody.
Alright, you wipe the mud off your face, and you stop focusing on Mushroom Man to see this blackish brown tuft of fur along with these claw marks. Very inhuman and definitely not a 4-legged animal, as it could not reach up that high.
Should I roll a survival check?
Sure, go ahead.
That's a 14.
You have no idea what could have done this. Whatever it is not something that is normally seen.
I kind of just look at this tufts and then just shrug. Like, I have nothing to tell you. It's whatever it is not going to be friendly. And I'm gonna go walk outside. And is there any kind of like spot that seems clearly open in this town?
Most of the town is open area. The houses are very spaced across. But going out and looking towards where, farther back in the town, you do see the town the houses begin to kind of circle around. And in the middle is a well that has collapsed in on itself. So there does seem to be some resemblance of a village center. And that would be the most open place in this area.
I know it might sound crazy, but we could wait for it and I can provide a distraction, and then you all jump on the beast when it arrives.
Oh.
Oh.
However, you must be nimble and quick, because I doubt one can hold their own against a creature like that for long. You've seen the devastation it's created.
Staring blankly. Just no idea what you're saying.
I kind of just like point at you and then point towards the well.
I just like look at the well and just like look back at you.
So you guys, what are you doing with the well? You doing anything with the well?
I'm just pointing at. I'm gonna go approach the well. Yeah.
Since he noticed me before, I have a sense that he might like me, so I follow. Like a
I
dog.
love it.
And plus, he did just randomly point at you too. To your knowledge.
Yeah.
Then you pointed in the direction that he started walking to.
I also follow with like a very huge lack of like understanding of personal space. So it's like right behind you.
He's just like sniffing me.
Yeah.
Oh, metal.
Do you follow them?
Yeah, I'll follow them.
All right, so you all walk to this collapsed well in the center. And guess what? It's a collapsed well. Roll investigation.
Oh my god, it's an investigation
A
of
3.
Oh boy.
We suck at rolling today.
What'd you get?
1.
I got a 5.
And all you guys notice is it's a collapsed well. You don't really see anything important. And so you just kind of, ignore it and begin to walk away.
I was going
And you don't notice the rocks of the well moving.
I didn't want to walk away, but okay.
And I need everyone here to roll perception with disadvantage.
Oh man.
Yay.
I got a nat
I
1.
didn't say you walked away. You turn around. It's like there's nothing here.
Oh
You
man.
turn around as if you're going to go look in another direction. There's no reason to continue staring at a well you know nothing about. I mean, it's a destroyed well. That's all you've ascertained from your wonderful. You weren't even looking at the well. You
Looking
just
past the well.
you were
I'm
just
looking
like
at the stars.
you're staring at the stars. You're like you want to be an astrologist.
I got a 6.
What'd you get?
A 1.
Nat? That one.
14.
I got an 8.
You're the only one who turns around in time to notice these rocks parting as beasts crawl out, and you're the only one who knows that these beasts are ghouls. 3 ghouls pop out along with a ghast. You two are surprised. Your first action will be surprised. You have to go through 2 surprise rounds because you nat 1. So you don't even like when this happens, you don't really get a chance to alert the party before they've already busted out and let out. The ghast lets out a very ghoulish scream along with a disgusting stench. And while you two are kind of shocked, you are absolutely terrified by this scream. You were not expecting it at all. So you two will be surprised, so you will lose your first round. You'll have to go 2 rounds because you're not wonderful nat 1 on perception.
Dang, I'm more scared of the scream.
Yeah.
Like,
You just you lock up. You are immediately oh shit. So without wasting too much time, let's roll initiative. Where's the D20?
Bro,
Isn't that wonderful when you pack everything?
You're so- your dice rolling is so strange. You'll get really high, you'll get really low. There's no in between.
I know.
You know what's really funny is you have my good D20.
really?
I roll
I
my
mean, aside
20.
from like the 18.
I roll at least here. Let me see it. Yeah, look at that.
What the hell?
What'd you roll?
I mean, I rolled an 18. Just
Well, no, oh, never mind. Okay, all right. Your luck's turning around.
Yeah.
All right, and I will roll. On that 20, starting off great.
This is how we die. Look at these rolls. This is how we're going to die.
I technically died in the last one.
I mean,
3.
it was just you.
Don't
You
worry.
made it.
I can heal 3 times before I can no longer do that.
I don't think you can heal 3 people at once, though.
No, I can't heal 3 people at once. I could only heal 3 times.
Only man who's aware, and the rest of the party's just sitting there ooh, friends.
But see,
Especially.
Oh?
all I have to do is heal you, then you heal everybody else.
Yeah, but you gotta heal me for 2 turns.
Wow.
Yeah, true.
See the issue?
All right.
I get 3 though.
need
I got a 10.
A 10. Jacob?
15.
15.
19.
19.
18.
18. What's your dex mod?
15.
What's your dex mod?
Oh,
Plus
plus
2. I need a tiebreaker between you and the ghoul.
Oh no.
Alright, I got an 18.
7.
Alright, the ghoul will go first. So that'll be ghoul 2 is first. Ghoul 1 is second. Do you have a name for your character I can type in here? It's kind of like John. Jon.
John.
We're gonna spell it weird though. It's Jon. There's no H.
Yeah,
You said you got an 18?
Yeah.
Alright,
I should have thought about the name beforehand.
You're John.
you got a 15.
John Lehnen.
What's the name of your character? I didn't catch it.
Hadar.
A Hadar?
Yeah.
I imagine that's radar with an H. What'd you get?
10.
10. Alright, cool. So you both get to go before your character's name.
Goose.
Goose. I'll get it eventually. How did I forget, dude? That was my favorite character in that nondescript movie.
And you
we were talking
accidentally
about.
blew him up too. Like, how'd you forget about that?
Like, you guys remember that nondescript movie where Goose dies, man? He was my favorite character. What about you?
Goose dies. It's not true.
In this, yeah, Goose dies in this nondescript movie.
That's crazy.
What was your favorite character in this nondescript movie, chat? What was your favorite character in this nondescript movie with a very famous nondescript actor, which now has a nondescript sequel, which has been in theaters for almost half a year now?
So many
I don't know why I did that. It's
spoilers.
pointless, but
Why are you spoiling the movies, man?
yeah, they all die in the end. It's really sad. It's horrible to watch.
I wanted to watch those.
I didn't know there was a sequel.
Over here, there was a sequel. Sorry,
like the
no, I
most
gotta
thing
correct
all
myself.
die.
I gotta correct myself. Oh.
Oh yeah. Oh.
All right. The Ghoul 2 uses this opportunity to run towards the nearest person, which you being the first to check it out will be you. What is your AC?
18.
He does not hit. He runs forward with his claws, attempting to slash at you, and misses horribly as the second ghoul, or the first ghoul, technically the first ghoul, will run towards eeny, meeny, miny, mo, you. Run towards Ohm. What's your AC? It doesn't matter. He does not hit.
Oh, alright.
I got a 6, so I imagine your AC is higher than that.
Yes, it is.
But he runs forward in an attempt to slash at you, Ohm, but you are simply too nimble, being a monk. Despite the fact that your intelligence is a bit low, you are speed.
I like see like a moth.
You see a moth, you do like a flip to catch it.
Yeah.
You eat him, you're just like,
And you
And,
just
like, when the
happen
goalie
to.
falls to the ground, it's like, oh.
You just happen to dodge it.
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah.
Which leads to John's turn.
Is there? Okay, so I'll walk up to one of them
Mm-hmm.
and then hit him. I'm gonna butcher this.
All right, 1, 2, or 3, or the ghast. There's 3 ghouls and a ghast.
Which one's closer?
The closest one to you, we'll just say is 1. We'll say you're close to him.
Okay, I'll go to 1.
Or 2 would be close to him.
Okay, then 2.
All right, and you're gonna give him a good thwacking.
I'm gonna hit him with my. I'm gonna butcher that.
Lag? Whip?
Oh, the
whip.
the Schlaylag.
Yeah.
It's a beating stick.
Literally. That's
Okay.
all it is.
Then I'll hit
Alright.
it with.
Roll to hit. You're gonna roll a d20.
Hit
Should have
is
your
1
modifiers there.
d6.
No, roll
No?
to hit.
Oh,
you
to
have to hit it first before you can do the
Okay.
damage.
4.
So
No.
4 plus your modifier. It should say under.
Plus 4.
Plus 4 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So you take a swing at the ghoul with your Schlaylag, and it nimbly dodges out of the way, kind of seeing your attack coming. And you miss entirely. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
All right. Give him the business.
Isn't he surprised?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised. You're
We're all
right.
surprised.
Actually, you're the only one who wasn't
yeah, I was
surprised.
gonna say, like,
Right, you even though you dodged it, you just realized what was going on 2 seconds.
now again, he was distracted
Oh.
by a moth.
Yeah, it's like, oh.
So yeah, skip. You have one more surprise round to go. Ghoul 3 is going to run towards you. What's your AC?
13.
That doesn't hit. And it's going to miss entirely. But then the Ghast is going to run towards your friend who is still surprised. And give him a good thwack. At least attempt to give him a good thwack. And he does not. You are lucky. You guys are way lucky than the other party that was here.
I have a strange feeling this game is going to be like, and he missed, and he missed, and he missed, and he missed.
It's
And then the one time he does hit, it's like absolutely a
No, it's a
obliterating.
crit, and we just get one hit KO'd.
It's gonna be like an obliterating hit. He's gonna like instantly kill you.
We hear Falcon Punch.
Falcon slash.
Sorry, I forgot about
Yeah,
copyright.
they don't punch. They have claws, man.
Nondescript word.
They're gonna use them claws. Yeah.
Sorry, Eagle
Goal
Punch.
slash. Yeah, sure that works.
Yeah, okay.
And after they all miss very horribly, despite the fact you were surprised, we go back to the beginning to Ghoul 2, who's going to attempt to attack your friend here again, and he's going to hit.
Wow.
The first hit of the session. He does a whopping 5 damage.
It's actually a reasonable amount of damage.
For level 1, yes it is. So he kind of, actually managing to hit you this time, slashes you along the back, leaving a decent wound.
More
and then
decent.
one's going to attempt to attack you again. And miss entirely. You are still nimbly dodging.
I'm imagining like I see a rock, I bend over at the right moment he's doing like this
Yeah.
like air attack.
He's like a jump kick, and you're just.
It's just a bunch of coincidences. Like,
It's just like Mr. Magoo, just like
Which leads to John's turn again.
I will once again try to hit 2.
You gonna try to hit him?
Yeah.
You're playing the druid. You
Yeah.
don't have any like attacking spells or?
I'm not even Thunder Wave, and then I'm not even sure how to call the other one.
yeah.
Because if he has a Shlaylock, you should have that one that makes it do more damage.
It doesn't give me a list of spells.
Yeah, let me see
We're
it.
missing the spell list.
Yeah,
It should be in here because it was all printed. You might have grabbed it with the spell list.
probably. That would have helped me out a lot, because that's what I was trying to find.
I mean, worst case scenario, I can just give him a spell list.
Honestly, yeah. Worst case scenario, we can just. You know what, I
I'll just-
swear I printed a spell list with. I say I, but I mean.
I printed it.
I know you did. We just gotta find it.
I'm just gonna create a druid real quick for you and just.
Or
read it.
we can just we can just go find it online. It's super easy.
Well, it should be a human druid 1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you said you're the human druid level 1. You know what's funny though is they have the spells for the warlock. Do you have one thing that says known spells?
It's just missing. Like, there should
Every
have been
other
a-
sheet has
Yeah.
known spells, and that sheet.
The only thing I
Oh,
have
because
is
your
first
sheet's
level
like
3.
super long.
Yeah.
No, but there's still room. It would have filled up to
Yeah.
the entire edge of the paper.
Yeah. Did you see anything in there that says known spells?
No.
Or do druids not have magic at level 1?
It says first level 3 slots, detect magic, fairy fire, healing ward.
Those are your
and thunder.
spells.
Those are your spells. Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't tell me how exactly.
Here, let me see it for you. I can explain them to
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Yeah,
Alright,
because
so
it doesn't
you
tell me
have-
what does
It's okay.
what.
Yeah, you have your cantrips with Druidcraft and Thorn Whip. Thorn Whip's kind of like a free attack one, but it pulls enemies towards you. And your your first level spells are Detect Magic, which is a ritual spell, so you can't use it in combat. Fairy Fire, which you can use to put a 20-foot radius cube
I'll just
in an
glowing
area,
glitter.
and every entity, friends included, must make a Constitution
Dexterity
saving throw, or have advantage, or everything that attacks them has advantage. Healing Word is a bonus action. You can heal someone for 1d4 plus your spellcasting modifier. And then Thunder Wave causes a shockwave in, I believe, a 10-foot cube around you.
Yeah, because it's not thunderclap, it's
Yes,
thunder wave.
Thunder Wave, 10-foot cube around you. Everything must make a con save or take 3d8 damage.
Yeah, fairy fire. Just
Okay.
imagine you put glowing glitter on things.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
So
You try to.
I need to be careful how I use that one in Thunder Wave.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Welcome to AOE spells.
Mm.
It's not
And
bad.
you
if
can only
go-
cast 3 first-level spells.
Yeah, before I have to take a long rest.
Yep, and Fairy Fire is concentration, so if you cast it, you cannot cast another concentration spell. But you don't have another one, so you're pretty much good.
Okay.
So yeah, usually when you have like your Shlalog is more so a casting thing than it is a weapon.
Yeah.
With the D6 damage, you don't really want to be running up as the only spell, really one of the only spellcasters here.
Yeah.
And getting your butt handed to you.
It's one of those things you use as a last resort.
Definitely. So like with an enemy right in front of you, you have disadvantage on casting like Thorn Whip. That's when you would give him a thwack in the head. Or
Yeah.
cast like, Fairy Fire on everyone. If you cast Fairy Fire, you'd get them all, but you'd also hit your whole team.
Yeah.
Like I'd have disadvantage. I'd be guaranteed like glowing purple or something like.
You have
Yeah.
disadvantage.
I have heavy armor.
Dude, I thought it was just disadvantage on stealth, not all damage.
I'm pretty sure it's dex. No, it's because I have the base heavy armor.
Yeah, because you took.
If
you
I
took-
have the
you
next
took the
one
worst
up,
heavy
yeah.
armor.
Well, it's not like I had a choice.
Fair enough. All right. So you gonna cast anything? You're just gonna give him another thwack.
I will just attack with my dagger.
All right. Roll to hit.
That is a 5 + 4, 9.
That does not hit. So you take a swing at him and he dodges out of the way with your dagger. You fail to stab him in the gut. You're gonna go for like the good old little stab, pull, really get the dagger in there. Doesn't work.
Nope.
Oh, it is just stealth. I always thought it was.
It is just stealth. I'm saying armor doesn't just give you.
I'm mixing
disadvantage.
up my additions again.
But after your turn, it is Ohm's turn. You actually have your turn now. You're no longer
I'm
scared.
tempted to
Alright.
cast something.
Ghoul 2 is the one that hit.
Ghoul 2 is the one that gave a thrashing to him. Yes.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was like, and I absolute go ham with an unarmed strike.
All right.
Got 10.
Plus unarmed strike plus 5 to hit. That hits. And if I'm correct, your unarmed strike
I think
should deal a d4 of damage.
oh, I don't think that's
Wait, when you use the attack action with an unarmed strike or a monk weapon on your turn, you can make one unarmed strike. It's a bonus action.
So you can do 2 attacks.
But he's a
with
level
D4.
1 monk, so he hasn't unlocked the ability to do a d4 damage yet.
Oh, so.
You have to be level 2. You have to unlock one of your paths.
Mm.
So yeah, you are gonna do just 1 plus your
Dex or
dex
strength.
because you're a monk. You add your dex mod to your punches, not your strength, because you're a monk.
Oh, okay.
So it's gonna be 1 plus 4. It's gonna be a solid 5 damage punch. And then as a bonus action, you can attack again as you are a monk.
Alright, I absolutely just go the
Yeah.
whole 1-2 punch with him.
1-2 puncheroo.
It was 6.
6
11.
plus 5 to hit. 11 does not hit.
Damn.
So you run up to it. No, you don't have to run up. It's kind of right next to you. Just kind of turn around and you go. You put your arms up. You're ready to box, and it's just like a woo jab, right hook.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, woo! And you give the first boy good smack in the head. Being so mean,
Yeah.
You don't like how mean he's being.
That was my friend.
And you deal 5 damage. Next is Hadar. Your turn gets skipped again. Alright, Goose. We're up to you. You're the
Okay.
level 2 here. You gotta carry everyone.
Which one is closest to me right now? Number 1.
Yeah,
Alright.
good
I
one.
will attack him with my longsword.
I
At
thought you
12.
critted. I was
12
just
to
like.
hit.
Yeah.
You hit.
Alright. That's a D8.
Add your dex mod.
I'll add my dex.
Yeah. It should say if you go to if you press the little button, no, go back to it. Press that right there. And then click on actions. Actions and your sword thing in
okay.
there, it'll be that's your plus to hit and then that's your damage.
Okay, so that's
So you rolled a 12 on die. Oh no, you got 12 and then you got what'd you roll for damage? Is that a 1?
yeah.
1 and then let me see. If you don't mind, it'll be plus 4. Okay? Plus 4.
So
You're
that's
unlucky.
So it's 5 damage to, you said you hit 1?
5. Yep.
Yeah, you guys are not doing off too well at the beginning here, but you'll get it. I believe in you. I'm also not doing too well at hitting, so I guess it's a good thing, because I don't really want to kill. Alright, Ghoul 3 is going to attempt to attack you again. What's your AC?
13.
Alright, Alright, it hits.
Oh, yay.
It's 2d4 damage with its scratch. You take 4 damage. I rolled the pure minimum. And then the Ghast is going to take a swing at you again. And is going to miss. You said 18, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And it attempts to, again, it kind of lunges forward to take a scratch at you, and it misses entirely. Putting us back at the beginning with Ghoul 2, who's going to attempt to hit you.
Well, I'm just like,
And miss.
they love me.
And then Ghoul 1 is going to attempt to hit you, and miss as well.
What is this?
Yeah, I know, dude. We're like, it's like a slap fight, but no one's slapping.
Yeah.
We're all just sitting here going like, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
It's like dodging in and out. All right. That means next is John. It's your turn again.
Is everyone comfortable with electricity?
Just need a con save. Just need everyone to make a con save.
Okay. This will be fun.
I'm not feeling good right now. I'm not feeling good right now, John. I'm begging you. You need me to roll a con save?
You should do
I
it.
should probably jump.
Yeah. Then I will do. So even
12.
What's your spell save? Hand me that. I can show you where your spell save is. So your spell save DC is 13, right there. If you look where that right there, spell casting, your spell save's right there.
Okay.
So I know you passed because you have a +1, but no, you don't.
Sadly.
I hit 13
Give me a second.
barely.
that is,
Almost killed me,
'cause it
John.
give you strength.
Almost
if you
killed me,
want, we can
John.
change that so
Yeah,
that
but I
you
hit
want
every.
those
I can hit
cons.
everything.
You
So
got
you can't
your-
control it, just
You got the
keep
Yeah,
the
just
dex
con
and then
save,
move that
so-
con.
So that's a
So that's a +4, so you got a 6.
Yeah,
She still
scratch
failed.
those out.
But yeah,
right.
Scratch the number
It's
out
okay,
on
got
that one
one.
and scratch the strength out. But con,
it's okay.
but
She'll
plus
make it.
2, and for
Don't worry, I
dex,
think
you
I
have a
hit
plus,
myself, too.
Actually,
So we're
it's
doing
plus
a
6.
TPK.
My,
What'd you get?
13 barely.
6.
6. Dang. And as for them, it's a pass. It's a pass. What's the con? Yeah, it's a pass, and then the Ghast. The Ghast got a nat 1. He takes double damage.
The Druid doing a TPK.
All right, so you're gonna roll 3d8 for damage.
He's doing more damage to us.
Yeah,
Wait,
take a d8.
3d8?
If I'm correct, that's what Thunder
No.
Wave 5.
It's no more than 2d8. I could guarantee that.
Briefly unavailable for scheduled maintenance. We have just been blocked.
It is not.
2d8. It's 2d8. You're right. 2d8 thunder damage is pushed 10 feet away. All right, roll
I have
2d8.
5 HP.
well, 2,
2,
3.
3. That's 5.
I have 3 HP now.
No, you take half that.
I know I have 3
Oh, yeah.
HP now.
So
We're a bunch of level 1s here.
yeah. So you take 5. You take 2. You take 2. All the ghouls take 2, but the Ghast takes 10. Because he did not do very good.
Just set it from the electricity. Just like a weird buzz. It was like,
Oh. So yeah, you kind of like grab your shlalog, you raise in the air, you utter an incantation as the earth around you begins to fritz with electricity, and you go, poof, and just a wave of thunder comes out. You two manage to kind of brace yourselves. So do the 3 ghouls. You know, kind of not expecting to, fall back just a bit. You are pushed back 15 feet. And the Ghast was not ready at all, as he was like getting ready to do another lunge. He's mid-air when it goes off, and is sent flying 30 feet back. I'm gonna double it because he not won. And he lands on the ground prone. 30 feet away, but you have knocked him away from your friend here. Which means, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Alright. Oh!
I guess while like that second ghoul is still like recovering from that, I just give him the look of like you just heard my bud.
Literally.
You're gonna get the death home.
The death home.
Hit him again with another unarmed strike.
Give him a good thwacking.
Give it a good whacking.
You got this. You hit.
Hey.
So you hit the same one too?
Yeah.
So you hit with 5 damage.
Yeah.
Alright, and then roll to hit again for bonus action.
Oh yeah.
Give him another good thwacking.
8.
Plus 5 to hit, you hit.
Hey.
Because that'll be a 13.
Hell yeah.
That's pretty good.
So yeah,
Yeah.
alright. That's another
Oh, shit.
5. So you know, very angrily, you give him the 0-1-2. Literally the 0-1-2, you let it
Yeah.
go. It's like that. It's like you're a monk that boxes. You're sitting there like this, you're doing the put up your dukes.
Yeah.
Like you're like doing the high knees. And the ghoul is just smitten with fear as he punches fucking like nose.
Dang.
Just, oh, what the heck, man? Yeah, I just want to make sure. See what sucks is level 1 monks. They're just level 1 monks, man. You know?
Yeah.
They do have pretty interesting stuff.
I'm an interesting guy.
Stuff from Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you hit one of them twice, dealing a decent amount of damage with your punches. Moving on to Hadar, you actually get to do something now.
I
Claire.
know, and I'm beaten up and just.
You're kind of
having a
fried.
Bad day.
Kind of toasty. Get a faint smell from him.
I think the first thing I'm going to do is cast Healing Word on myself.
Healing word, all right. D4.
That's 7 HP that heals
Well, that's
me.
you gotta love the domain of healing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you basically almost just fully healed yourself.
I did fully heal myself.
Well, look at that. Who's captain?
And then I'm gonna look at the ghoul that's been very bad, and I want to cast Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame. Oh, I love Sacred Flame. If I'm correct, that's a dex save.
It is a Dexterity saving throw, DC 13.
So ghoul number 2, who's been trying to hit you over and over again.
Yeah.
Oh man, that is a fail if I've ever seen one. Not a nat 1, but a 3 on die. So
So that's.
give me some good damage numbers. Come on. What'd you do? 3? Come on, man.
It's a D8, and then
It's only no. What did you do?
it's a D8.
Oh, Sacred Flame, not Guiding Bolt.
I didn't cast Guiding Bolt.
That's
If I
even,
cast,
for a second I thought you like went Guiding Bolt.
if I
No, yeah,
casted
you're good,
Guiding
you're right,
Bolt,
Either way, you can guys kind of see this holy light form above the ghoul, and before it has time to move out of the way, the light comes down, and you can see part of it burn. It's just like.
Ooh.
Oh. Ohm doesn't like the light.
Yeah. No, not a fan.
oh, man, I guess that's gonna be my turn.
All right, and that means Goose.
How far were me and the gas knocked in the same direction?
No, you were knocked. Gas was knocked 30 feet. Like he was basically on the opposite end of you.
Okay.
The gas was knocked 30 feet, and we'll just say like down. You were knocked 15 feet up.
So which is the closest ghoul to me now?
The closest goal to you now. To run towards, you could run towards 1, 2, or 3. Neither of them were knocked back.
Okay. I'll run
2 is two is the only one right now that's bloodied, and you can see it is very clearly weak.
I'll run to 3, and then hit it with a long sword. So that is 14 to hit.
14 to hit, that hits.
And 7. That's plus 4 for damage.
Plus 4, yep. So 7 plus 4,
11.
11 damage. It's really good. It's really good. You can do math. All right. So you run up to 3, and you use your momentum to slash into it with your longsword. You're one-handing it. You slash into it with your longsword, and you deal a very good slash right kind of across the chest of the ghoul, dealing quite a good chunk of damage. But that does end your turn. Moving on to the ghoul you just hit, who is going to retaliate. And he nat ones. And in an attempt to kind of lunge towards you and pin you to the ground so he can bite you, he very awkwardly opens himself up. So you kind of like you have a shield, if I'm correct, right?
Mm-hmm.
Use your shield to kind of block him and throw him to the ground to the side, knocking it prone. And it'll take 1 damage for the fun of it, as it kind of collides to the ground. So Ghoul 3 is prone. And then the Ghast is going to run 30 feet back as it was knocked. Or it's going to use half its movement speed to stand up. And then actually run 15 feet back. And then dash to get, another 30 feet of movement. But it dashes and ends its turn right next to you, unable to do anything. Which puts us back at the beginning. Ghoul 2 is not very happy that it just got incinerated by a holy light, and takes a swing and actually hits our cleric, dealing, holy shit, dealing 9 damage.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Oh, man. I'm on 1 HP already.
It gets 2 really good slash, or not really 2, it's more so 1. It gets a really good slash in, right into your stomach as it kind of like rips through. Not very comfortable, very painful. But you are barely hanging on. You can see your friend is bloodied. Ghoul 1 is going to continue to attack you. Not really focused on your friend over there. And he's going to miss. You are unhittable. You like have to stretch, you're like, and then you swing down, you're like, oh. Alright, John, it's your turn again.
How will you use Healing Word on him? Or Word on
Healing
him.
Word, alright, that's going to be a D4, and I believe it'll be +4.
Whatever I think your wisdom is for. So.
It'll say, if you look at spellcasting, you'll see like plus blank for spells.
It's his
Plus
wisdom.
5 to hit with spells.
The +5 to hit, sure.
The spell save DC 13.
Take off 2 for proficiency, it's +3. Alright,
Okay.
So D4 plus 3.
D4 plus 3 is what you're healing him.
6.
6, it's not bad. Puts him at 7 HP. So yeah. You begin to mutter a, healing word as you look towards your friend, and you can see this green light kind of envelop him, and he's healed. Hold on. I got one. It's Maraike, Evo, I don't remember what he says for healing.
Malchus.
No, Malmus is for fireball.
Damn.
He goes, Maraike, Evo, whatever the heck that guy said in the video game I was playing.
Behold.
But, it is now Ohm's turn. Ohm, you already guess what you're gonna do.
I look at the Ghoul 1 who just attacked. It's kind of shove him out of the way as I go back for Ghoul 2.
He's just like,
Because it's just
no.
Okay.
You're my
You
friend.
are like tunnel visioned on 2.
Yeah.
Alright, roll to punch him.
Alright. I got a 9.
Plus, yeah, that hits.
14. 9.
Alright, so as you ignore Ghoul 2 entirely, you go to, or Ghoul 1 entirely, you go to Ghoul 2, you'll hit my friend, right?
Yeah.
And with like a punch, he spins in a circle and falls to the ground dead. At least that's what you see. Everyone else sees you punch it and it just falls to the ground, blood coming out of the mouth as you violently punched it in the face. But you're too
Very
innocent to, you see everything in like 70s brawling. He just does like a spin, you see like the birds as he falls to the ground. In reality, you just went boosh. But you do have a bonus action attack. You can turn to punch 1 if you'd like.
Alright, I turn him, I just do like a massive, just belly, slam on him. Just
Oh,
for some
God.
style points. 17.
Oh, that hits. Alright. And you drop on him. Just.
That's like my little victory, little victory
And you know
dance.
what? Because you rolled high enough, we'll add a d4 of damage to that. So you do 7 damage instead of 5 as you kind of collapse all your weight on him. You don't weigh too much, it still hurts.
Yeah.
So you just kind of looking at one, you're
Ooh.
just a big smile. Oh. So yeah, you crush and that leads us to Hadar. 2 is dead, 1 is bloodied. Actually, 1 and 3 are bloodied. 2 is dead, 1 and 3 are bloodied, the ghast is not.
I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on myself.
You guys have done actually similar damage to both 1 and 3.
And then I'm
Sanctuary is a bonus action, right?
Correct.
So you get temp HP. Is that what that does?
If a creature tries to attack me, it has to roll a wisdom saving
Oh,
throw.
or attack someone else.
Correct, or otherwise its attack fails.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And then additionally, since the gas just ran up to me, it's like kind of like, obviously has intent to attack me, I'm just going to take the dodge action
But you just cast Sanctuary.
as a bonus action.
I know, I'm saying is you just cast Sanctuary.
Correct.
Why not just attack him?
Because Sanctuary breaks if I attack.
Oh, does it really? Damn. Alright, well, you take the dodge action like a wuss. We go on to Goose.
I will just attack 3 with my longsword again.
Attack 3 with your longsword again. Alright.
Oh, so that's 22 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that definitely hits.
And that's 10 damage.
You raise your longsword up and you swing down at it, going sideways this time a little, and you cleave into its stomach and push through, and it kind of falls to the ground dead. As you leave a large gash on its side, it's clearly lost too much blood, but you do kill 3. So yeah, anything else?
That's it.
Well, 3 would have gone next, but he's dead. Instead, the ghast is going to roll a wisdom save. Going to nat 1. He's going to look away from you and run towards you, seeing that you're boxing. Do you want to take an opportunity attack?
On a nat 1?
Well, I mean, the nat 1 it just means the nat 1 just means he's going to run away from you instead.
That's fair.
You won't have advantage or anything. It'll be a normal attack.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right.
That's 13 plus 2 plus 2, I think. Yeah, so that's 17.
17 to hit. All right.
5.
5. Alrighty. 5 damage. You guys have done 15 damage to the ghast. It is not bloodied just yet. The ghast run towards you, kind of getting slashed in the. Or what was your weapon?
Mace.
Kind of getting bashed in the back as it runs towards you, and it is going to. Swing its claws at you. And what's your AC?
15.
It hits.
Damn.
I need you to make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw.
No, oh, my favorite friend. I don't want
Yes,
you to die.
If you are still up after this, wow, that is 12 damage.
Oh,
No,
yeah, that knocks me out.
It runs up and it does a single slash and it hits hard, like right in the neck area, and you immediately are brought to the ground. Just oh, it's like slow motion, like oh. So just like he falls, Hadar falls to his knees. No.
Literally. Just
Moment of silence.
Just a moment of silence.
moment of
for everyone.
silence.
All right. It is now One's turn. One sees you're down and looks at you instead. What's your AC again?
13.
13? It does not hit. It runs forward in an attempt to slash you, but you quickly step just barely out of the way as it like grazes the hairs on your chin, kind of giving you like a clean shave. But your turn is next.
I will run up to the ghast and hit it with my whip. Or
Oh, you're gonna storm up on the gas?
the whatever.
Or the shalala?
Yeah, that thing.
It's a beating stick.
I'll use the beating stick.
Yeah, to say the
beating
shalala
Yeah.
is a ritualistic beating stick.
She
All right, roll the hit.
5.
I thought that was a
That's a nat. That's a nat 1, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you run up to him, you run it in like this, give him a good thwacking, and you slip in the mud and fall face first in front of him, going prone.
So,
Why?
bonus action.
She didn't dead.
No, you can when you fall prone, your turn ends. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, well, they went
Just
my
to
entire
actually
plan.
punish you for falling prone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my entire.
You
plan
also
just
don't
went
have
down.
half your movement speed to get up. So we'll just say that.
Oh,
Hadar, it's your turn. Oh,
Watching this very sad attempt at attacking Aghast, Hadar just grabs his amulet and lifts it up and says, "For harming my friend, I hope the heavens smite thee." And I cast Secret Flame on the Ghast.
Sacred Flame. Sacred Flame has multiple bolts, doesn't it? Or multiple things, right? Am I going insane, bro? I don't know. That's just the normal. Why do I always mix up Sacred Flame, man?
It's a dexterity
And
saving
I know
throw.
it's so simple, and I mix it up every time. You just confused me because you grabbed your amulet. I thought you were gonna use like your divinity or something. Yeah, it passes.
Damn.
So it does not take any damage, if I'm correct. If I am correct, a save on that. Yeah, a target must succeed a dex saving throw, take 1d8. If it fails, or if it succeeds, nothing happens.
Correct.
Alright, so, yeah, it just quickly steps out of the way of your little radiant light, not falling for it again, as its friend had.
And I suppose I will approach and stand on the side.
Alright,
Guess my attempt wasn't the only sad one.
which means Goose, it's your turn.
Then again, I am the only one.
So it's
There's
the
Ghoul
gas.
1 and the gas.
Okay. I will run at the gas and try to hit it with my long sword.
Alright.
That
Is he flanking then?
That is.
Oh yeah, roll with advantage. We'll give
a
you
roll
flank.
advantage.
Since everyone's kind of surrounded the gas at this point.
At least it's advantage.
So
What do you
it's
get
a
to hit?
7 to
Oh.
hit.
A 7 hit does not hit. So you take a swing, but again, it seems to be too quick, so it easily jumps out of the way of your attack, causing you to kind of miss entirely. Speaking of the ghast is going to look towards you, having been the last thing to attack it. And take a swing. What's your AC?
16.
It hits.
Nah.
And it does 12 damage.
12 damage.
Yes.
You have more HP than us, don't complain.
But you should be up.
You're level
Okay.
2.
I'm at 3.
Alright, you're still up though. You're still up and running. I do need a con saving throw. DC 10. Just roll D20.
Oh my god.
Oof, you're paralyzed for a minute. And you will make the saving throw at the end of each of your turns, ending the effect if you succeed.
Okay.
DC will be remain 10 for all time. So yeah, it slashes you, and as it does, you feel a sensation, like a burning sensation pulse to your body, and you are unable to move, as if your nerves stop responding to your brain. As like, you think about a movement, you try to do it, and you sort of jitter. You are paralyzed.
Maybe if those people came out with their chairs, we'd be doing
Ghoul 1 is
fine.
going to run towards you, attack you while you are prone. It is already hit, but
Roll for the crit.
you take 4 damage.
So, I was at 6, 4. Okay.
So you have 2. So it runs up and it kind of seeing you on the ground, slashes down at you, getting a pretty easy hit in as you are face first in the mud. But it is your turn now. You can
Yay.
use half your movement speed to stand up.
I will do that.
So you are up. You are next to both Ghoul 1 and the gas.
I will attack Ghoul 1 with my dagger.
All right.
Problem is, since I'm level 2, I don't have my chin
You're level
divinity. Or not level 1.
Because you're level 1, you don't have
Yeah.
your general divinity.
Sorry, I was thinking.
Level 1's like the worst level.
Honestly,
Such is life.
such as
It's a 2.
It's a 2. You do not hit.
yeah,
I haven't told my good rolls.
Oh, give me a death saving throw.
Oh boy. This one right
Just a raw d20. You failed.
6.
It's 1 fail. Moving on, Hadar.
Spare the dying. He is
All right, you're
stabilized.
stabilized. He casts Spare the Dying on you. You do not need to make saving throws anymore, but you're still unconscious. Could have just like used healing word or something and healed him.
I'm out of spell slots.
Oh, you are out of spell
Because I'm
slots.
level 1.
Little level ones.
I only
So-
have 40.
I'm like a level. I'm like a
Um,
level.
I suppose
What?
that's,
Just like snore rolling.
Yeah.
that's all I'm doing.
All right, Goose.
Okay. I will try hitting it again. Or well, wait. I have to do my con save, right?
Yeah, do your con save. It'll end your turn though, even if you pass it.
Well, he passed.
You pass, so you do manage to break this feeling, but your turn is ended. Moving on to the gas turn again, who still thinks you're paralyzed, so he looks towards you. And in an attempt to bite you, he does. He bites.
And I'm dead now.
Yeah, you take 8 damage.
I'm barely unconscious.
What was your HP?
7.
Damn. I rolled a 1 and a 4.
Only way we would have survived that is if you rolled a 1 and a 2.
A 1 and a 3.
2.
You took 8 damage, you had 7 H. Oh, 0 exists.
The DM can't even do math.
Yes, the DM cannot do math. Yep, I am. What is it called? I have the calcu. I don't know what it's called. It's a form of dyslexia.
I know what you mean.
I don't remember the name though. I'm not smart.
If it makes you feel better, Ohm can.
Okay,
Yeah,
Druid.
Home can't do math either. Yeah.
It's down to Druid.
It is down to the I would say it is down to the druid and Goose. Druid, it attempts to hit you, it misses.
Yay.
Favoritism.
So, all right, John, what are you doing?
What would happen if I use healing word on him?
He would get up with however much.
That is
HP.
what I am going to do.
All right, so you cast healing word. Roll a d4. Add 3 to whatever you roll.
2,
so 5.
5.
So you are now at 5 HP, but you're still prone. You ought to use half your movement speed to get up, but it is your turn, so now you're probably gonna stand up.
Okay.
You go wild.
Man to die on the ground. I see how it is.
Well, yeah, but he's also the only one dodging everything.
I have a higher AC
It's
than
gonna be
all of
punching
you.
at it. But you're gonna be hitting. It's gonna be like the Senator Armstrong.
Yeah, but you also had a
Yeah,
spell.
I wake up and then I see him on the ground.
There's one right
I
there.
have
And I look at the
radiant
gas, it's like,
attacks.
whoa.
They're undead.
Oh.
I don't know anything about that.
I'm pulling away.
All right, so you're going for the gas
No,
time.
I
now?
think
I'm
All right, roll the hit,
attack.
my friend.
All right, here we go. Oh, he got a 3.
All right, you can still attack again.
Oh,
though,
yeah, I
to
did.
attempt to hit. You don't have to. I just make sure you don't have to hit. That hits.
There we go.
All right, so your first swing Mitches. Mitches?
What?
What?
Wait a minute.
Your first swing misses, but then you come back with a second swing and clobbered in the face, dealing 5 damage. It is bloodied now, so you've passed half HP in your damage. So you give it like a good punch in the face. You can see it's starting to bleed more. It's like, how dare you? How dare you punch me? I'm very angry. Hadar, give me a death saving throw.
17.
All right, you pass. So that's 1 save. Goose.
I will attack the ghast again. That's an 11 to hit.
No hit, no hit.
Can I use second wind as my bonus action?
Yeah, go ahead. Now, I do believe that heals you with D10.
Yeah.
It's D10 plus your con mod, if I'm
This is
correct.
the D10, right?
Yep.
Nice.
Plus, it says 8 plus 2, so that's 10.
You heal 10 HP. Yep.
I'm at 13
That's pretty
now.
good, man.
Good, you're back up. You're back up. You're in fighting spirit. So after you swing and miss, you kind of steal your resolve. And while, it doesn't get rid of the wounds, you feel a lot more refreshed. You ready yourself for battle. You feel stronger. You're ready for combat.
Goblin goes into meditation mode for
Yeah.
6 seconds mid-combat.
He says his name to meditate.
Home looking at it confused.
The ghast is not like that. The ghast misses.
It doesn't matter
You
if it doesn't
steeled
like
yourself so hard, your body became steel. Ting. And yeah, but no, it takes a swing and it misses entirely. You are in fighting spirit. Your eyes are glowing red. It takes a swing, and you just.
Something tells me that's what Ohm strives to be.
Yeah,
He strives to
that's
go into
Ohm's power.
meditation and just become pure steel.
One is going to attend you, attacking you. At least trying to. And it's going to hit.
We'll never know what goes on
What's
in
your
the mind
HP?
of Ohm.
2.
He's unconscious.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, you're unconscious. I didn't do enough to kill him outright, though. So.
That's good.
Yeah.
You're alive.
For now.
Woogie, woogie, woogie.
You're my dad. Woogie, woogie, woogie.
At
I
least
do get a death saving throw from you. It is your turn. Just a raw d20.
5.
Roll it again off the paper. Yeah, actually roll it for me.
12.
12. Alright, that's a pass.
Yay.
I'm just saying, rolling, don't drop roll.
I wasn't meaning to.
Yeah, just do like a throw roll. It actually rolls that way. It doesn't just kind of. See the point? As I break my knuckles.
Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you're still up.
I like look at that gas and I just do like a cartoonish like hop high, like I'm like literally like hopping on one foot.
You pull out a can of
Yeah, it's
what was
like
it?
Spinach.
Spinach. You pop it. You go.
Shit.
or just like shovel dirt in my mouth.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go.
I mean, you are a mushroom.
I am a mushroom, yes.
I love that picture. You do. Oh, nat 20.
shit.
Let's go.
He really was
Dude,
ready to go.
That is that is oddly convenient.
Oh shoot. Really?
After the Popeye joke too.
Yeah.
He really did. You guys see him eat dirt, and you see his body go right through his arms, and it's
So that's
and
just
it
10
does
damage straight.
Just does 10 damage straight. Yeah.
And then you get to roll again.
And then you get to roll the hit again. So you give him like a really good punch to the chest, and like, dude, like there's shockwaves with that punch. It's like a.
One punch.
You can see, you can literally, you can hear the breaking as you punch. You left a dent, and you're ready for the follow up. Let's see.
I make like an ohm, but like more like an ohm, like mercy is for the weak ohm.
Oh,
Oh.
8 plus 5, that hits. Literally on the AC mark.
Shoot.
That hits, and then you follow up with another punch to the same spot, kind of like, you know, you're ready to crack it, and you punch in. It's like a, and it falls dead on the ground. Ohm has proven himself powerful.
Wait, what falls down?
The gas.
The gas,
Nice.
not Ohm. Hadar. 6, a fail. All right, Goose. All that's left is that one ghoul.
I will run up to it and hit it with the left sword. That is an 8 to hit.
That is an 8 to hit.
Y'all need to stop
Does
hitting the
not
screen
hit.
with your dice.
Yeah, try to roll in the middle.
Okay.
I'll give you a reroll for the sake. It still doesn't hit.
It's
But
the
you get
same exact thing.
It's
The
the same
universe
exact thing.
spoke.
Still doesn't hit. I have the stream running on my phone. So why not?
See how you look at it. Make sure
Yeah.
you look
I look.
peak performance.
You know how
You know how peak. Look at that model.
That doesn't feel right.
Look at that model in its prime,
Yeah,
guys.
I'm absolutely gorgeous. I'm aware.
Chic.
Wait, I gotta do the hair flip that I did with Dustin and shit, bro. Shit was like, ooh. All right. The ghoul, the single ghoul, is going to attempt to attack you once more. Oh wait, no, you're unconscious. That'd be mean of me. I mean, it swings at your unconscious body and misses anyways. Let's see. Yeah, it looks at you fall to the ground, and it like swings as you fall, but you're falling, so it misses.
I didn't like the fact I couldn't hit it.
It was insulting. Give me a death saving throw.
13.
Another pass. All right. The slayer of ghosts and goblins, of ghouls and goblins. Dude. Even though there was no goblins,
Yeah.
lots of ghouls have died tonight to your hand.
At this point, I am literally just like in rage mode. Like I literally just give like a super quick side eye.
Like my
You're like
friends.
the Dark Souls mushroom guys, but if they mixed it with one of the red eye enemies, it's like you
Yeah.
look over and like all your movements is that little trail to the red eye.
I imagine what happened was he woke up from being unconscious, saw Hadar on the
Well, it's 'cause
ground.
he fell
and
into
just,
the dirt and he absorbed the dirt.
I
Yeah,
become
like,
one with the
that's
dirt.
it.
Powerful.
and he just
Part of the mushroom
ascended.
way.
It is the mushroom way.
So he's now the level 20 monk.
And ooh, never mind.
Is that a nat one?
That one indeed.
Whoa, we've rolled a lot of nat ones today. That's rare.
Yeah. So you gotta swing.
It's right there.
You take a step and you slip and just fall.
He lost the power.
Yeah, that was it. Like, I just,
Yeah,
You used all
you
the
have the
power
red
on that
eyes,
one.
and then the red is so bright you can't see. You're like, what?
yeah.
The steroids ran
You fall
out.
prone.
The
Yeah.
steroids ran out. That's the best way to put it.
His mushroom steroids are gone. All right, Hadar, give me a death saving throw.
Failed.
Fail. All right, that's 2 fails.
I will attack the ghoul. So that's a 14.
It definitely hits.
And that's 8 damage.
8 damage. All right. It's dead. Just barely. Literally
Nice.
at its HP mark.
Nice.
So you raise your you don't even raise it. You like get into position and you run forward and just stab through, and you like kind of pick it up slightly, push it to the ground. So you stand here. You two still fine. You two, do you guys have any way to heal them,
No. I'm gonna just roll my checks now.
or do you have anyone here trained in medicine?
I am not.
Wait.
So, do you have anything here?
How to, like animate that.
Any of your spores have healing ability?
So let me check. I think.
Also, your water somehow got kicked over here.
Oh shoot.
That was magic.
Yeah, stop doing that, buddy.
Yeah, stupid little water bottle.
Oh.
Stupid water bottle.
So stupid. And a water bottle.
Why are you so silly?
Check.
I'm ready. I'm basically rolling with disadvantage.
You know, like leaned over to look at his paper with my mouth like a Gabe. That was oddly terrifying.
You got any healing spells? You got any
I
healing
got healing
spells?
spells.
And that
I got
thing is,
healing
I've used
spells,
my
baby.
last
What's
slot
up?
too, so even if I do get all,
I have
I
one.
can't do anything.
You have one.
He needs to be dead first.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
Wait a
Wait a
minute. No, wait a minute.
Kinda. I
He
think
wants
it's
to make
kinda
a
how it
zombie.
works.
He wants to make a
Wait a
zombie.
minute. What's the name of the race again?
I don't know if
Oh,
I
I
got
got it.
Well, I
My-
rolled. Because I don't think any of
My
them have
kid.
that.
Wait, give me a second. I gotta see this. He's gotta be dead already.
Put a 19 and a 20.
Oh, a nat 20?
Yeah.
Did you actually get a nat 20?
I got a 19 and a 20. I literally just rolled. They just saw it.
No, I just mean like, is it a nat 20?
Yeah.
Okay. So you stand up, but I want to see this. Oh. In 24 hours, the corpse rises as a spore servant. The corpse stays animated for 1d4 plus 1 days.
Oh my god. I'm awake.
so up to 5 days.
I have Spare the Dying since I rolled that 20.
Yeah, so you can spare the dying.
Yeah,
Oh.
you're stabilized.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll just
if
roll
you
a
roll
minute.
if you roll a 20, you get up with 1 HP.
I'll roll a medicine check though to see if I can get it conscious.
No, it's just to stabilize, not to
Okay.
make them conscious. You can't stabilize someone without you can't wake someone up unless they nat 20 during their saves or you heal them.
Okay.
But I imagine you guys probably take a short rest after that. Probably go back. So dragging your unconscious friend, you go back to that house after being attacked by ghouls and aghast, and the guy kind of, you knock on the door. The guy kind of peers around and sees it's you, sees that you're still alive after hearing the commotion, and lets you guys come in, and stay there for about a couple hours. About, as a short rest is, about 2 hours. We'll say 2. Which you guys do about the minimum. 2 hours. You heal an HP per hour. You can also choose to use your hit die to heal what you might want to do.
Hmm.
Unless you guys want to use this time to take a long rest, in which case, you wouldn't be able to find out what this beast is. But everyone's injured and none of them has spell slots. So you thinking a long rest?
Yeah.
So the guy just kind of like, he keeps, again, you guys help him bar the place up. And during the night, you guys attempt to sleep. And that's where you can hear what they're talking about, as there's something running around there. Whatever it is not what you just fought. It sounds heavier, and judging by what you see, it is much bigger. And you can understand talking about when they call it a Wendigo. It is large, it is humanoid, has long claws, but it's not like a ghast. Ghasts are not that big. But it's clearly running out with something else. It's not just that one beast. It has things with it. And you can, at some point during the night, you can hear it attempt to break down the door. Probably desperate, as people are prepared for it. And the night, eventually, it comes to an end. 8 hours go by. Sun begins to rise. You can see better outside. And looking out, you can see that the house across from you got broken into. But there doesn't seem to be a sign of struggle. Whoever was in there was taken, killed. One thing you do notice is that a haystack near that house is drenched in blood.
Oh.
So,
I'm going to, before we head out, I want to look at the man and say, has there been any notes of attacks during the day? Has there been any notes of attacks during the day?
No. He said that already.
Okay, so how long was the travel from the guild there? How long was the travel from
2
the guild
hours.
to there? We should return to the guild. Report.
Returning to the guild, the quest would end.
Oh,
They don't want you to come back until you're done.
then.
They have nothing they can provide to you. The town you're in is not a trade town. You're not going to be able to buy anything.
True.
If you return there, they'll consider the mission. If you know what it is, you have to tell them. If you return with nothing to show that the mission is done, they will consider the mission failed. You will gain no reward, and the mission will be put back up, and you will not be allowed to accept it again.
Okay. I guess we'll stay then.
Yeah, I was just saying, they're very picky with people coming back, because if you come back, that means you're wasting time by coming back. They're not going to send any, the quest is there because they have no one to send,
Yeah.
So,
I guess I'll go investigate the haystack.
you guys join them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you go over to the haystack. I need an investigation check.
It's better. I got a 9.
2.
You got a
19.
9 minus
Oh yeah, 9
4.
minus 4.
19.
19?
8.
8.
This is so weird right now.
Hadar is the only one who really, looking through the haystack. You guys don't want to get too deep. Again, you're not really paying attention. You're more so trying to stay out of the sun as it starts to rise. You two don't really go too deep into it, but you just kind of ignore the fact that it is covered in blood and pieces of what may be flesh. Kind of
I've
dive
seen
in,
my fair share as a cleric.
and you pull out the half-eaten body of a ghoul. And it is eaten. It looks like something had ripped and bitten into this thing. Not a human, a ghoul.
So it's feasted on what we killed.
No, it is not one of the ones you killed. The ones you killed are still sitting out there.
So, okay, I want to start walking to the other buildings and checking for signs of life.
Nothing else. No one answers any doors. You look inside, you don't find anything. The people, other than that guy, there's people there because you can't get into the buildings. The people are not going to let you in. They don't trust you. They don't trust anyone.
Okay, I'm gonna head back to the one with
Because
the...
it's still dark out. The sun is just beginning to rise.
Then should we wait till daylight?
Do you want to wait till daylight?
I think we should.
Chances are, whatever it is you're looking for, you have a higher chance of finding now more than ever. As it's
Is
heading back.
Their trails.
Roll investigation.
14 flat.
Oh, I should probably do that too.
I'll be pointing it out when I found the course, but
17.
4.
17, alright. So you kind of stayed near the haystack and looked around it, and that's when you noticed that there was, kind of where the body of that ghoul got dragged. You kind of follow that little, very slight mark in the dirt, And eventually you reach very large humanoid footprints.
Very large humanoid footprints?
Yes. Not green, and they're just larger than normal.
I will alert the rest of the party to the footprints.
Coming over, you kind of look at them more, follow them a little bit. These are probably the footprints of a ghoul, and that's when you notice, not in the clearing, but just at the edge of the forest, are large hoof prints. 2 of them. Everyone is like a set of 2. It does not look like a deer's. They're not tiny. They're not sets of 4. It's like something is walking with 2 feet and has hooves. Whatever it is did not enter the clearing. It stayed here while what you assume to be ghouls did the ransacking. And somehow one of the ghouls ended up getting ripped in half and eaten. There's not much of an explanation for that.
Well, this is our lead. We may as well follow it. Are you guys willing to go ahead? You saw how we struggled with those ghouls. Do you think we'll be able to take on this creature, whatever it may be?
Just roll better.
I like give to a good hug. Just like,
Oh.
like I think it's gonna be okay, but I don't know what's going on. What are we fighting again?
What were we talking about?
Yeah.
Who am I?
Yeah. Who am I?
Who am I?
Why are we still here?
I think we can
Just
give
to
it a
suffer.
try.
Oh.
Oh, I'm just getting really existential.
Oh. Oh.
Okay.
So you guys gonna follow these tracks that lead ominously into the woods?
I need you guys to
Looks
decide
like-
for me.
Enlarged
Yeah.
deer tracks?
I just kind of like pat Ohm's back and just be like, kind of like in a follow way.
Oh, I was like,
You got this, Ohm. You're the man. You're the man, Ohm. You're the man. You hear a
That
voice in
flatters
your.
him.
You hear a voice in your head telling you you're the man.
You're the true man.
I also completely forgot to pass this really cool looking dagger thing around. It's also
Oh, wow.
covered in some like tape.
He's like going insane over this dagger right now. He's about to start saying "my precious."
For the king!
No, not Ohm.
You're the king. For you.
oh.
See? See what I did there?
Wow.
Before we go into this, we will take a short, about 10-minute interval. If anyone needs to go use the restroom or go get something to drink, go get a snack, now is your time to do it as I plug my computer in. Yeah. We don't think we have anything to play from when the stream's paused, but it's definitely something I need to think about getting. But we can just stream nothingness. That also works.
I'll provide entertainment.
I'll stare at the camera.
Which,
We should all
our boy
just-
Mitchell could play some music. Is
we
it
should all
working?
just stare at the camera.
It's been working?
Yeah.
I'm gonna check, see if I can hear anything.
Well, it's paused now.
Oh.
Oh, that's fair enough.
Like we should all
So you
just
just play some like casual like elevator music.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you all probably best try to go use the restroom. I sound like a doting mother before
Now,
Car kids, ride.
do
any of you
need to take a
for a road trip, but I recommend you should probably go and try just in case.
Don't forget, we're going to be on the road for the next 5 hours, and there won't be a single bathroom. Okay,
Exactly.
kids?
I refuse to stop for the next 12 hours.
Well, you will.
We're not taking a potty break till dinner.
Only for Austin. I'll only stop for Austin.
Oh, thank you.
That's prejudice.
It is. It is prejudice. Yeah. At least he's honest, guys.
I don't find it prejudice if I'm the one in favor.
Yeah, you guys are gonna have to step over here. A little bit of a blockade, but I need to charge it, or else, you know. Sorry. You're good. Nothing broke because I was holding the charger because it kind of felt like that was gonna happen.
That was the true talk.
No wonder I didn't roll
Yeah, that's not even you. That's just it.
Rolling low IRL too.
Dude, for real. We gonna stay up now. Thank you. knocking my dice all over the place. That's all it's doing. Ooh.
Right class. So, I already thought this was already pretty complicated.
Yeah.
And it just like speaks in the
I
weirdest
agree,
way
I agree.
possible.
A lot of the D&D movies have been
Man,
shit.
I would have felt
Oh, yeah.
so bad.
That's
for
what's so
that.
good about it.
I think there was one like Dudes and Dragons.
Were we
That was
stopping?
one of the shit
What?
one.
Oh, okay, I got you. I'm having way too much fun with this.
Don't commit a murder on
If
set.
you guys haven't already, if you do know anyone, you're welcome to share the link with them for the stream.
Can you open that?
The more people we have watching, the better. Open what?
They obviously have to sign the
Open up. He was like
contract
staring at the camera.
saying we get their firstborn. Of course, that's in 5 years' time, but it's in very fine print. So you might have missed it when you guys signed on. I'm just letting you know now. In about 5 years, we're coming to take your firstborn.
Yeah. That's actually what you signed away.
That sounds fair.
Okay.
I mean, it's worth it for 3 hours of D&D, right?
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah.
Alright.
Considering it could also happen
all
more
good to
than
continue.
once, too.
We're
If
good?
people keep
Alright. And at this middle point, I will once again do the obligatory shouting out of the Radford University D&D Guild. If you could scoot this way as you're
I
staring
got lost in the
intently.
void right there. My
Bro.
bad.
Here, scoot this way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the camera's coming from there. There you go. Yeah, the wonderful people at the Radford D&D Guild. You can go play tabletop RPGs, make friends. You know, D&D, Pathfinder, everything else. You find them at Radford D&D. Yep, look.
Everybody do jazz hands.
Yeah, jazz hands. As I hold this sharp object. And you can also find us at Radford on Camera, Twitter. And you can also find us at Radford on Camera on Instagram. So come and check us out. Come down to Tyler Road 25. You can join Radford on Camera if you're in the Radford area, you know. Then, of course, in the link below, there will also be a sign-up sheet. You're welcome to sign up to join us, you know, when we do these every week, which we will be consistently doing, I promise. It was one time. We messed up once.
It was one time.
It was one time in the
Back in
4th grade. All right. So you guys begin to follow the tracks deeper into the woods, and you follow them for do 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 do.
Exactly how I walk.
But you guys follow the tracks into the woods, the forest surrounding the swamp, walking through very thick mud, where the tracks are super easy to follow, but you know, it's very loud. It's hard to sneak. And you guys follow them for a good hour. It goes deep. And eventually you reach a part of the swamp where the trees begin to form a thick blanket over the swamp itself. So going in, it is dark. You would not suffer the effects of the sunlight, but it is considered dim light in there.
Wonderful.
But it gets darker as you go in. The trees block the sun out.
Gotta love being human. The only people without blind sight in D&D.
Not blind sight, it's dark
Or
vision.
dark sight. You know
Dark
what I mean.
vision.
Dark vision. You know what? I don't care.
You have dark vision, right?
I got like super dark vision. Like,
Like, it's just the humans.
Just say, I'm pretty sure any creature that has a weakness to sunlight has like, superior dark vision.
Yeah, that's typical.
So for you, it's not dark at all. You're like,
what's up with you guys?
what's going on with you guys, home?
Just walk into a wall.
Of course, I know
Why would you
goblins have
not?
dark vision too. So you can see fine. It's dim for you guys, so it's pretty dark in here. But you guys continue under into this again, like thickly blanketed forest or swamp forest, and the ground begins to turn more to water as you begin to leave what was, you know, relatively dry. It was mud, so it wasn't completely dry. But now you guys are kind of wading through the swamp. And as you continue on, you get closer and closer to what seems to be some sort of den, from what it looks like far away, where the trees kind of conform around, and you can see that the water stops and turns into as like mud that has been formed and almost expressively dried to act as a floor. And it seems to go down, so it's clearly an entrance to something. You guys continue forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
You know, you're just, you know, bathing your roots, man.
We've already
You feel
head down
like,
this
you
way.
feel the greatest out of everyone. You can
Yeah.
see you're in like your home.
Yeah, Yeah, I was like, ooh, even darker. It's like, ooh.
It's dark.
Yeah,
and
in the
moist.
cave it is dark. So going in, you guys cannot see. So you kind of have to stick with your friends here.
I'm lighting a torch.
Good idea. He lights a torch, providing I believe it is like a
30 foot.
30 foot radius.
60 foot dim.
Yeah, 30 bright, 60 dim.
I just hang around him because I don't have anything to do that with.
So yeah, you guys enter and you're now out of the swamp. You're on drier land.
For one with the
And
nature.
it's still made of dried dirt and mud, but it doesn't, break under your steps. And you walk down, kind of try not to slip as you go down what is like a slope. And you can still kind of see the tracks of what you're following. And eventually, you reach the bottom of the slope. And in front of you, as far as you can tell, is this large, open, dome-like area. And at the top is just a single hole letting in a little bit of light. So whatever is there likes, just a tiny bit of light. So this entire room is dim light. So anywhere that you're adding dim light is now bright light. And then the bright light around you is just bright light.
Yeah.
So you can now see about 60 feet ahead, but you cannot see what's at the end of the room. But you can hear it. And it sounds like if you took the sound of something growing, like everyone here knows, as you've probably been around a druid before, the sound of wood growing rapidly. That is what it sounds like. It sounds like wood growing very rapidly. And as you guys continue walking into the room, you hear behind you the sound of this wood growing rapidly, and turn around and see that roots have kind of formed a barricade trapping you in. So clearly whatever this wanted leads you here. And before you know it, more roots kind of come open, allowing more light into the room, turning the entire thing into dim light, except for, about a 30-foot radius hole in the middle where it is bright light. And you can see on the other end is this tall humanoid creature that looks like the mix between a deer and a person. If I can, here, I'll get the image up.
For a second, I thought he rolled a percentile die to decide what it looked like, and I was like, what? Like, DM didn't even decide what his boss looks like?
No.
Well,
That's what the guy said it was.
a Wendigo.
It's a Wendigo. Roll history, if you guys want to know what a Wendigo is. It's kind of one of those things you might know. They are common creatures of myth.
Wow.
That's why you guys didn't really believe him when he said it was a Wendigo. They are creatures of lore.
What do you think I kind of just did
What
that
did you roll?
laugh?
I thought you rolled an 18. I was supposed to say,
21.
damn. 21?
4.
Oh, damn.
It'd be really good if I had learned.
So you're the only one who knows that Wendigos are formed when a person commits, or any humanoid commits, an act of cannibalism within the domain of a tree spirit or forest spirit. And forest spirits are not good people. They use the greed of the creature, which is why they may have committed cannibalism, greed to survive, and they amplify it, causing an endless hunger within the thing that causes them to morph into this woodland creature that is half human, half animal.
So that's
And one main thing you know about them is they are deadly, because they can spread this sickness that they have. This curse that they have can be spread if not dealt with carefully. So you know that fighting this thing, which you pretty much have to at this point, as you've been locked in, does come with its...
You guys can see, like, the look of death go onto this cleric's face. Like, upon seeing this Wendigo, whatever kind of light he had in his eyes, he's just, like, staring at it.
We're dead, aren't we?
I'm like kind of like visibly scared at the window because it looks spooky, but then I look at you like, ooh.
You guys can hear what seems to be kind of from that direction, the calls of someone asking, begging for help. Sounds like there's someone alive over there.
Well, let's go at it.
No,
No?
did not respond.
You can hear it's saying, it's screaming for help. It says, it's not real, help me. It's not real, help me.
I'll take a few steps forward.
The
Alright.
cleric's just gonna, like, grab his shoulder and say, don't take a step further.
I need everyone here to roll an insight check for me.
Oh man.
Finally.
Is that in that 20?
No, 18.
Oh.
I'm
What'd
just
you
glad I
get?
I
didn't
got a
roll
4.
low
Four?
again.
I got a
You said
3.
insight, so that's
18.
5.
18. You two are completely convinced that this is a person screaming for help. You two know that this is the Wendigo mimicking the cries of someone it had killed before.
That's kind of
So you two are immediately like, oh, but you two, you have no idea.
I just look at you and be like, I just take a 2 steps back.
You took 2 steps forward, you realized, you're like,
I just thought I was like, yeah, I'm glad I didn't go for that.
so it sounds like there's someone over there that needs help.
Ooh.
What are your reactions to that? You haven't really focused on the fact that they are not moving.
I'm still just cautious about the Wendigo, so.
Yeah.
Smart. Yeah.
I'm going to prepare an action. If it moves, I'm going to cast guiding bolt, Sacred Flame. If it moves towards us, I'm going to cast Sacred Flame.
All right. Good idea.
Wait,
good idea.
Are you casting it towards the?
Wendigo, if it starts to approach us like in an aggressive manner, I will do that.
It does not approach you. It seems to stand there, almost as if like, not wanting to just go towards you. It's clearly, in some way, possibly shy.
I like
It-
step in front.
Judging by its attempts to draw you closer, it wants you to come to it.
I will very slowly start walking towards it.
There's no reason to approach it further.
It's waiting for something. If one of us doesn't move,
thought
we're
it's a
just
green
going to
salad.
stand here.
That's a green salad.
You're a druid. You might be able to communicate with it. Speak to it.
I don't even know.
I like.
What language is
I
that?
do like a little gesture. It's like, oh.
When the DM rolls random shit.
You guys hear the snapping of a twig to your right, and you can see 2 ghouls creeping up.
I like immediately see ghoul, think, or like in my ghoul own brain, think, danger.
Danger.
Plus,
Danger. Will Robinson.
I kind of take a step forward.
Okay.
I take
Yeah,
a step
yeah,
forward to
that's
see how the
good.
ghouls react.
Huh?
I take a step forward to see how the ghouls react.
They're still moving towards you. They're not like sitting there. They're moving towards you.
Okay. Well, there's only one thing to do.
Roll initiative because
Sacred Flame.
no, that's not what your prepared action was. You prepared an action in case he moved towards you threateningly. He has not moved.
I know.
hey.
Oh, I dropped the knife.
No.
Careful, the knife is covered in
What
blood.
you want with these
I
4s?
murdered 7
So
people.
that's 7.
Good thing I didn't take my
Roll
technical
that.
shot.
Much better.
Whoa.
Use that D20.
Me and him.
Those dice hate you.
So that's
I don't know what's with it, but it's loaded to give you a 4-man.
Dude, for real.
Bro, he's always rolling 4s. Hell, just take from the pile of dice the DM has too.
yeah, I think I have another D20.
Alright, I'll roll initiative now. Go 1.
There we go. New and improved.
Minus 9 is 15. Alright. Going around, just give me your
7.
7.
Excuse me. I'm so sorry. 14.
14.
11.
18.
Alright. Almost first. You still got what?
11.
14.
14. Okay. Hadar, John.
7.
Excuse me.
Ghoul 2. Hadar, John. Wendigo. Actually, what's your dex mod? +2?
Yeah.
Alright, never mind. The Wendigo goes before you.
John Lehnen is getting
John.
killed.
Ghoul
Listening.
1, and then.
I can't speak to creatures.
Alright.
I
Oh,
believe
you're
in
first.
a Wendigo.
You can see two ghouls, which are
Oh, I
about
can speak
45
to
feet
it.
away, creeping up. This
I was just
room
talking
in
to
itself,
character.
this room itself is a circle, like I said, and it is 100 feet. It's 50 feet radius in each direction, 100 feet in total.
I immediately go for one of the ghouls.
What's your movement speed?
Good question.
25 and 20 feet because of your class or your race only has 20 foot movement speed.
No.
So you kind of like, because you're not really built for moving fast, you kind of move 20 feet towards it. To get any closer, you would have to dash. You can just kind of wait for it to come to you.
Yeah, I like run to it. Just
You
like
want to run
take-
to it, or do you want to like use your? Because you can use your action to prepare an action for when it gets to you. You can punch it.
Yeah, kind of take
You wanna,
like
like,
a battle stance.
Yeah, to say. Usually, it's better to let it come to you than to go to it, because then it doesn't have to dash. You know, get to you and go.
Yeah, you just go whack.
Yeah, to say you can use an action to set up to use your reaction to attack if a certain criteria is met. That criteria being it coming within melee range.
Like me with the Wendigo, how I said if it moved aggressively, I would cast Sacred Flame.
And
Basically
fail.
that. Okay, but it was.
You would have killed. It would have eaten your sacred flame and killed you. As you know, Wendigos can do. Obviously. I mean,
Yes, they're
they
omnipotent.
can eat magic and then vomit it back out.
Yeah, they're omnipotent beings.
Omnipotent.
Don't you know?
Omnipotent.
No, it doesn't deserve that
No,
title.
it's not omnipotent. It's
It doesn't
omnipotent.
deserve that title. It has to
Don't
be
don't
it has
disrespect
to be
the English
mispronounced.
language more than it's already disrespected itself.
Actually, it's omnipotent.
I like that one. Omnipotent. Ah, yes, you guys know that Santa Claus fellow. He's quite omnipotent.
Very
He
true.
knows when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake.
He knows if you've been bad or good.
So be bad. Don't listen to him.
Exactly.
Alright, so you prepare your action to clobber some fool if it gets close to you. In which Ghoul 2 is going to challenge you, and it runs forward in a again, ghoulish fashion, obviously its arms are out and it's running, clearly ready to, battle. And it seems like it's gonna try to lunge at you for it, to bite you. So as it gets within range, you can roll to hit. As the criteria is met. That hits. So you give him a thwap to the good old facey and deal 5 damage. But he is still going to, attempt to hit you.
Yeah.
Hit you.
Do I still get to do the bonus action, or is that no?
No, yeah. It has to be on your turn to do bonus action. And it does not hit, because your AC is higher than 12. He lunges forward in an attempt to bite you, and because you punched him, you kind of punch him off track, and he kind of rolls to the side, lands rolling, and then stands back up using its momentum, kind of ending up 5 feet behind you. Hadar.
Oh, I forgot he used his turn. I'm like, isn't it his turn? He goes before
Hadar.
me.
You can see the two ghouls are beginning to rush. The Wendigo is still sitting there doing nothing. Like, it hasn't even entered a battle stance. It is literally just sitting there and staring.
Sacred Flame.
On what?
The ghoul that he just mauled.
I was gonna say you gotta specify.
I know, I was about to.
I almost got a nat 20, but it did not. It fails.
Oh.
Got a 10 on 10.
7.
7.
You got 14.
All right, it's bloody. So you see a holy light kind of form around it, and then start to burn it, leading into the Wendigo's turn. It does not do anything.
I wasn't done. Okay.
Oh, what else can you do?
I have bonus action spells.
You have one.
Yeah.
Healing word.
No.
Oh. Yeah, you have
What?
sanctuary, but then you can't attack, and nothing's attacking you.
That's fair.
So I just assumed you weren't gonna do
I know
anything.
you didn't let me finish my turn. Usually, and this is like etiquette. If you're ever playing, do your bonus action for your main action.
Because if you do your main action, you're basically saying this is my final action. The only difference is with like Monk, you can't do your bonus action for your main action, especially when you're a spellcaster.
Yeah, but I could do
Because
Sanctuary
bonus
afterwards.
most bonus action spells, I mean, yeah, you could do that. But like, if he used Sanctuary, he would have wasted Sanctuary because it would have just stopped him from attacking. Because ghouls are dumb. Everyone knows that. Ghouls have an intelligence of 7. They're not smart. They're gonna go for the first person they see, not the dude in the back sitting there. They can't hit me.
They can hit me.
They can't even target you unless they beat a Wisdom save. So they wouldn't even come near you, which would waste the point of even using Sanctuary. So point is, I just kind of assumed he wasn't going to do it, but yeah. Your turn's over. I'm canceling your turn. No bonus action.
I
No
got
bonus
canceled
action.
on Twitter
John.
again.
How far am I away from the ghoul that's bloodied?
About 20 feet away.
Okay, I'll move to it and try to hit it with my dagger.
Dagger? You don't want to use Thorn Whip?
Shalilag
Thorn
would be
Whip's,
better
Thorn
too.
Whip's a fun one. What?
Then
Your
I'll use-
Shalilag would be
Oh yeah,
better
so
too.
your dagger is always a d4 of damage. Your Shalilag is
Then
always going to do
You
more
don't
damage.
really use your dagger as your last
Thorn
resort.
Whip,
You got
yeah.
better shit.
If I'm correct, Thorn Whip is pretty decent too. I haven't
It pulls
used
the enemy 5 feet closer and
Hold
does like
on.
a D8, I think.
You create a long vine-like whip covered in thorns, lashes out at your command towards creature range. Make a melee spell attack against target. The attack hits. The creature takes 1d6 piercing damage, and the creature is large or smaller. You pull the creature up to 10 feet closer to you. The spell's damage increases when you level up.
Maybe I'll do that one.
So you can pull it. You can pull it up to 10 feet. You do have a choice. You can choose to not pull it. It is one big thing to remember.
Yeah. Then
But it's a
I'll-
good way to stay away from it instead of running up as a druid and attempting to
Yeah.
beat something to death.
So then I'll actually just use my cantrip.
All right. So roll to hit. It's gonna be +5.
15, 20.
Oh, that definitely hits. All right. So you deal a d6 of piercing damage, and do you want to pull it at all, or are you going to kind of leave it there?
I just kind of leave it there.
Okay.
4.
All right. That's a solid 4 damage. You guys have done 16 damage in total. Next is Ghoul 1, who is going to run towards you as well. And you miss. You're very lucky. I don't think you've been hit once.
Yeah, he
No,
has.
you did. You got hit once and it insta-killed you.
Yeah.
And it was by like a big enemy. These little guys just,
Yeah.
why would you die?
Hell, he's too busy with the moss. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, so is the moss.
It's the moss, man.
That's the only reason he was able to even get hit.
Goose. Goosey boy.
I will run up to Ghoul 1 and hit it with the long sword.
All right.
So that's 12 to hit.
But hits.
Alright. That's 12
Damn.
damage.
12 damage on Ghoul 1. That's a really good roll. You know who our DPS is? All right.
Granted, he's guaranteed
it is
10
your turn
damage
again.
each turn if he hits.
Ghoul 1 and Ghoul 2 are both in front of you, and they're both bloody.
I'll do Ghoul 2.
Ghoul 2, you gonna give him a good thwacking?
Yeah, give him like an absolute whacking. And
Hit.
a 10.
Because you have a +5 to hit, if I recall it correctly. So there's another solid 5 damage. You gonna give him good thwacking again?
Yeah, actually, Ghoul 1.
Ghoul 1
It's also
instead.
in front of me.
So you're gonna do like the punch, turn around, and the kick.
Yeah.
Technically, an unarmed strike is that not going to hit. But an unarmed strike is literally like anything that involves hitting them without a weapon. So that means you can knee them. And it's an unarmed strike. So you went you punched him, and then you went to turn around and roundhouse kick his buddy, but he ducked, and you just kind of spam.
Yeah.
But you land, and the dust kicks up, and you're like, ooh,
He was trying to do the trick shot.
ooh.
Yeah.
8 R.
Oh, it's my
Ghoul
turn
2
again.
looks near dead. Ghoul 1 is just bloodied.
I'm gonna come and bonk it with my hammer. Ghoul 2.
You're not a
Or
hammer. You have a mace.
mace. Crit.
Oh, nice. What a wasted crit with his 1 HP.
I know.
So you run forward, you don't have to roll damage, you just raise it up and hit him, and it obliterate through him, leaving just a bloody mass. You literally come up, you're running like this. You jump, spin, and then
Of course, I rolled a crit on a 1 HP enemy.
You're
I was
one-
just trying to hit. Like,
Your one crit, the one crit, that's the one crit you're gonna get all session.
Bro.
And it was on a 1 HP enemy where you could have literally have done an unarmed strike and killed him.
it's always like that. I'll roll a crit on the most unnecessary things.
Yeah.
I could be like a good shit to roll.
You doing anything else?
What's? I'm gonna just turn and face the Wendigo. Just
Alright.
keep an eye on it.
It doesn't do anything.
Oh shit.
John.
Okay, so cantrip does not use spell
No,
slot.
cantrips are basically infinite use.
Okay, then I'll use it again.
Thrown Whip again.
Yep.
Ghoul 1 is the only one alive in this moment.
Yeah.
So, roll to hit.
Nice.
16.
Nice, that does hit. D6 of damage.
3.
3 damage. Alright, you guys have done 15 damage to Ghoul 1. Goose.
I will hit Ghoul 1 again. Sword. That's 12.
12 to hit, that hits.
That's
much?
5 damage.
5 damage.
So instead of
Alright.
hitting, we just can't deal damage. Hardly.
Oh wait, it was supposed to be Ghoul 1's turn before you hit him. I'm a dude.
Oh.
Alright, well, we'll deal your damage anyways. Just pretend like you stole his turn. You just felt like it. Ghoul 1 is going to use the fact that you're not looking at him to attack with advantage. You actively look away from him to stare at the Wendigo, and the Ghoul uses this opportunity to attack with advantage. It didn't matter. He had rolled a 16 on die first thing. And we'll claw you. That's 2d4. 1, 2, 6. You take 6 slashing damage. Probably shouldn't turn your back to the enemy.
I didn't realize he'd be right behind me.
You just meleeed his. They're both right next to Ohm.
I have no directional sense. Okay.
Yeah. Do you turn around to face your attacker after getting hit, or do you continue to stare at the Wendigo? Yeah, you're just like getting clawed to death. You're just. Come on, that's a punk. All right. So after being clawed, you kind of go. Excuse me. Which leads to Ohm's turn. He hit your friend.
Yeah. What's gonna pay?
He's got to pay for what he did.
8.
Plus 5 to hit. That's 13. That hits.
And,
That's just 5 damage. You clobber him.
wait, is he like am I
You.
like behind him?
Yeah, he's
Can I just
facing.
like
You take your hand, you put your hands, part him out as wide as you can, and you clap on his head.
Yeah.
And they're just a poof, and it just falls to the ground. Its head kind of squished, and it falls down dead. Which means next is Hadar. What do you do?
That's a very good question. What do I want to do? I don't know. I guess I'll cast Healing Word on myself.
Healing word.
I'm guaranteed full HP, so
All right, we'll just roll it anyways. How much?
1 plus 6, 7.
You have a plus 6.
Yeah, because I'm a life domain.
Oh yeah, I forgot you get. Don't you get like an extra plus 2?
Yeah, you do. On any healing
I love
spells.
clerics, man. I love them.
They are healers.
Wow, really? Bro, I saw a meme that tried to say that cleric isn't a healing class, bro. Bull. It's called life domain cleric. I mean, every other one isn't a healing class.
Yeah.
But life domain clerics are plus 2 to healing. You can't tell me that isn't heal.
Any other class, though, it's just kind of like, yeah, I can heal, but I'd rather do this. Thunderbolt!
Fine, I want to do Thunderbolt. It's not that good. It's a
You-
straight line. If
you
I were
know-
gonna cast something as cleric, it'd be like
Earthquake.
no. It would be like guiding bolt or inflict wounds. Those actually do.
But who
damage.
doesn't want to use Earthquake at late level?
No one. You're different.
But it makes a giant fissure.
You're different. Remember, guys, different is scary. We all hide in our holes. All right, everyone, retreat to the cellar.
This guy.
I got
Alright.
a little hobbit.
What do you do now? That was a bonus action.
Bonus action, Sanctuary.
No, the healing word was your bonus action.
Oh, as an action, I forget.
You can cast. You can do a bonus action as
Nah.
an action.
I'm gonna just ready my action for the same deal, except, yeah.
So you turn back to look at the Wendigo.
Mhm.
It's gone.
Cool.
Roll perception.
Yeah. I guess I will. I do not see it.
What did you roll?
3
Yeah.
plus 4, 7.
No. You do not see it.
Either way, I'm gonna just.
I need everyone here to roll perception for me.
Oh shoot.
Shit. Oh.
I knew I shouldn't have kept my eyes off of it.
10,
Or 11.
11. You see it. You can't verbally tell everyone where it is. But it has moved. It is literally like as if the roots are like guiding it. It has traveled behind the party.
Can I just make like a?
You do make the noise, but it is too late as it does lunge at the party.
I still wanted to use my reaction or action to propose a reaction, but you keep denying me.
You already said it. You said if it moves, but I said it's gone.
Okay.
You don't see it in time to react. And it also depends, like if it comes near you because he's made a noise, I'll give you the reaction. But I'm gonna pick randomly who it attacks.
The only one who noticed
No.
It was 1, 2, 3, 4, and I rolled a 1.
it doesn't like the fact that you noticed.
It's actually better
Yeah,
because it has advantage on anything it has surprised, and you three would have been surprised if it had attacked you.
Oh.
Which would have. That's why I said you don't get a reaction, because you're surprised. You don't know where it is. You can't react on something if you don't know where it is to react. Because the second you go, oh, it lunges towards the party. But it is going to lunge towards you and attempt to bite you. And then see if that hits. That hits.
No. Not again. No.
Does 9 damage.
Oh yeah, I'm at 1.
And then it looks to you being right next to him and swings at you with its claws. But you're aware of its existence, so it does not get advantage.
So then, do I get permission to use my reaction?
You can't react on something you can't see. Like you
It
couldn't
just swung at me.
okay, so I want to go over your action. You went to react if it moved. You looked to where it wasn't there, you failed to see it. You failed to prepare a reaction. Your turn ended. You had nothing else you could do. Is that fair? I just want to make it clear that that's what I'm going
I got
by.
you.
You can't react toward. You can't set a reaction if something attacks you if you don't know where it is.
I got you.
But it misses anyways because your AC is 18 and it does not have a +8 to hit. So yeah, that is the end of its turn. So the reason you couldn't see it is because it's allowed to attempt to hide in lightly obscured foliage, heavy rain, falling snow, mist, or other natural phenomena. Well, the roots were hiding it.
And that is natural.
Huh?
The roots are natural.
Yeah, the roots are considered a natural phenomenon. Of course, it's controlled unnaturally, but the roots themselves are natural.
Yeah.
But the roots were just hiding it so it could move. That's why it was sitting there waiting for you guys to deal with the ghouls. So you can assume it was just waiting for a chance to kind of jump the party while you're fighting the ghouls, while you were fighting, but you kept an eye on it until you got slashed in the back.
Reasonably so, I turn around, but that's what I was thinking. I'm like, I need to keep an eye on it.
You're
It's
like,
not moving.
shit.
I'm like, I know it's not moving. It has a plan. I don't want to just
Yeah.
look away.
Something
Either
was-
way, John, it is your turn. It is sitting right next to all your friends.
I will use healing word on him.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Let's heal your buddy.
So it's 2 or no,
It's
just
a D4 and it's going to be
I'm
+3.
going to leave it to the cleric to do it. Precious.
Oh, nice. 7 HP.
Yeah.
Precious.
Well, I also do have 3 spells
okay.
slots, and I'm not an
You have more
idiot.
spell slots than me, and that upsets me.
So you still have your spell slots. So
Well, I now have 2.
yeah, after healing word, you now
Yeah.
have to.
You think God would be willing to give me another spell slot at level 1, but now he's greedy.
So wait, how many spell slots do you
Well,
have?
no. You're level 1. You haven't made a pact with God yet. Gotta be level 2.
True.
There's a reason you gain more spell slots when you hit level 2.
Yeah.
You're a godless heathen right now.
You're still on
He
your
can't
journey.
decide which god he wants.
Goose. Wendigos there.
I will slash at it.
Here's Johnny.
That's 22 to hit.
That definitely hits.
That is 5 damage.
Five damage. Alright. Keep track of the damage here. Alrighty. Oh, you got hit. He
Oh.
bit you.
He's like, now, like, I thought this Wendigo thing, I didn't know anything about it. Like, I was like, I can't really, like, do anything to this thing. But, like, now this thing, like, straight up, like, barbarian tackle me. I'm like, okay, it's on. So, yeah, I just
It's
straight
on
up,
like Donkey Kong.
I just straight up, like, melee attack him.
Oh, you hit. You give him a good hit. 5 damage. Alright, and then I imagine you probably try to punch again.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for keeping reminding me.
It's gonna be so much fun when you unlock your key points. Alright. And that definitely hits as well. So yeah, nice 10 damage. So you kind of punch him twice, but he's very large and sturdy, so it doesn't seem to make too much of an impact. But you do physically hurt it. It's clear that you've caused pain, as you are trained in the ways of punchy.
And I just give him, like, the old, like, Popeye stare. So,
Yeah, close an eye, you go.
yeah.
Feel like hold on. I don't want to put. It's like you got the pipe right there. You're like. Hadar. I want to bring out the big guns here, buddy.
Well, RNGesus chose my spells, and my spells are pretty shitty. If I'm being honest.
Dang. Should have gone in and changed your spells.
He told me to make a random
I said you could. I said you could go in and edit your spells. I said make it randomly and then edit it from there, so it'd be nice and quick.
Yes, I'll edit my spells another time, but
It's fine. It's fine. You can change your spells later. That's the cool thing about clerics. Clerics can actually change their spells during the long rest. You could have changed your spells during the long rest.
I didn't think about that. I keep forgetting that's like one of the clerics things. I'm used to being like
Only clerics and wizards can do that. They can. Wizards can change spells that they, as long as they have their spellbook, they can change spells that they know.
with my history. Are Wendigo classified undead?
No, they're not. They're monstrosities.
I'm gonna walk up to her and cast inflict wounds.
Okay.
Shit. Don't look at me like that. That's a crit.
Well, damage.
I know. Do I double it?
Yeah.
So that's 21.
It's 3d10, right?
40.
4d10, really?
40.
Oh, 40? Half. So you notice when you touch it and inflict wounds that it's very clearly resisting the necrotic damage that you force into it.
I still did 20 damage.
Boo, he did half that. All I did was punch it. That's what's up. Yeah.
I'm fucking home. Or freaking home.
Yeah. We'll add one, it's fine.
Okay, we won.
Might be two, but we'll just say it's one and go with that. So yeah, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, because I'm already out of spell slots.
Jesus.
Again, you only get 2 as level 1 cleric.
Yeah, I know, it's ridiculous. Level 1's not fun, but you gotta deal with it.
Yeah.
The Wendigo looks at you. It's kind of like the Senator Armstrong thing. And it is going to slash at you. That is an 18 on die.
I guess I'm dead. See you guys.
You take 13 damage.
Yeah. I'm on the floor.
So it looks down at you and then just raises a claw and slashes, and you just immediately fall to the ground. But luckily for you, oh wait, it has 2 attacks, and then it'll look at you and attack you, and it'll miss. All right, cool. Luckily for you, John has healing word. Will he use it? Is the
Olm is like the god of
You know what?
dodging.
Yeah.
Yes, I will use my healing word on him.
It's probably good to bring the cleric up.
Yeah.
I'm like dead weight though. I'm out of spells already.
Yeah, but you got a mace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And plus, you have a high AC.
Yeah. You're basically gonna be the bullet sponge.
Just keep healing
I mean,
Warham.
you're doing a horrible job at
And
it
plus,
so
I still
far,
got
but
one more, but I'll
You're,
have
you're
to
like
be
you're like a
careful.
bullet sponge if a bullet sponge was made of glass.
I know.
Okay, so
Being level 1 is like weird.
3.
Yeah.
But
So
you
that's
gotta
seven.
you gotta start humbly, you know?
Okay.
Alright, what'd you get? What do you give you?
3.
3
Plus his mod.
plus his mod, so 6. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not bad, that's not bad. Alright, that means that is that the end of your turn?
That's
Because that is a bonus action.
Oh,
You still get an action.
But you can't cast a spell as an action and as a bonus action. It's a big thing.
So just
It's
hit
a
him.
thing. If I remember.
I'm pretty sure you can cast 2 spells as long as it's an action and a bonus action.
Can you cast 2 spells in one turn? Okay, you can cast a cantrip and a spell in the same turn if the spell is listed as a bonus action and the cantrip is an action. So yeah, you can cast your cantrip if you
then that's what I will do.
but you cannot cast 2 spells of level 1 or above in the same turn, even if one is a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 5e raw rule that I tend to follow.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you're all good.
So that's 12, and cantrip is. Does it get the plus?
Yes.
12.
If it
does-
specifies.
It's 12 plus 4 to hit. So
Thought he had a plus 5.
I do have plus 5.
oh, plus 5. My bad. 12 plus
17.
5, so that does hit. You would have hit either way. Plus 4 plus
Yeah,
5.
then I rolled the d6.
Still important to hold the 5.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so then.
But then the D6 is raw.
3.
3. Alright, do you move it at all?
No.
Alright.
I do not want that thing
Goose.
near me.
Goosey goose.
It killed
Can I
him
use
when-
my action surge to hit it twice with my longsword?
Yeah, you sure can.
Alright.
So swing to hit.
What else? Let's
Nice.
say.
Nice. That definitely hit. 17 on die.
So let me just get the damage for that.
You
That's
have a very
6.
strong tendency to roll
What
1s
was
and
the second one?
2s.
Oh,
Well,
the
that was
damage.
the damage.
Alright,
for the
Damage
first
is
time.
6. Alright.
It's always a 4.
Bruh.
It's always a 4. Like,
He is the 4 master. So you action surge, and then you go to. So you swing once, and you manage to kind of hit it in the legs, as it is much taller than you. So you know you're kind of sitting down here. But then your second swing is you action surge, and again kind of steal yourself and continue attacking. It manages to easily step out of the way as you roll another 4.
Dude.
But then this goes back around to Ohm.
I see my buddy drop once again, and I just start slowly winding up.
Dude, it's gonna the Popeye move again. It's gonna crit. I'm telling you. 12's a crit. In some
In
worlds.
some way, yeah.
I mean, it's basically a crit.
what about
Just
this
missing
world?
it, you know?
Is it a
Yeah.
grit?
No,
Damn.
but it does hit. You do hit. So you do.
Trying to convince the DM
You
to crit on
do
12s.
5 damage. Ha 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 ha.
We could use it.
All right.
We haven't even
yeah.
bloodied it yet.
Oh, and no, it's been bloodied.
Oh.
It bloodied out about between 20 and 30. So.
Well, that's the very
That make-
descriptive
I
since I did 20
kind
damage.
of
in one turn.
forgot to specify that after you did 20 damage, you bloodied it.
I was like,
Okay, that makes me feel better now.
I was thinking this thing isn't bloody, and I just dealt 20 damage to it on top of what Ohm did. And
No, I'm not.
It was what he did.
I'm not that mean.
I'm like, is he throwing a CR5 creature at level 1 and number 2?
Three
Makes you
level
feel
1s
any
and a
better?
level
If
2.
it makes you feel any better, you would have had to fight a CR6 as the boss for the 3-star.
I'm glad I didn't do that.
Yeah.
But the rewards would have been really good. So
But we
You
would
would've
all be
died.
dead.
you would have died. Yes, you would have died. It was so. You do not hit the second one. You do punch it. You get bam, and you go for a second one, and it misses. But yeah, he's getting close. It looks very wounded. Hadar. Hadar.
I
Hadar.
know.
He's your turn, my friend.
I'm a bonk. And I'm a bonk. That's a 19 to hit.
That hits. Let's see how much damage you do.
decided to roll in D&D Beyond and got a 6, so that's 7.
No, you gotta roll. You gotta roll with your dice,
Damn.
buddy. No, no cheating it up. I don't think so. What's that?
That's a 1.
Plus.
1. Or 2, sorry, not.
What is your damage modifier?
2.
Plus 2.
Yeah, so that's
So
3.
3. Okay, it's dead.
I killed it with 3 damage? I just kind of like...
It was literally 3. It had 3 HP left. So you, very weakly, like the little baby boy you are, you run, you pick up your mace, you stand up off the ground, you pick up your mace, and you go, and because of all the damage that he had done to him with his punches,
I did my fair
you
share.
kind of hit him. You kind of hit him where it punches, and, and then he just, just all the no. How do you want to kill it? Just remember you did 3 damage. Just remember.
Well, it turned around behind me, right?
No, it's been facing you this whole time.
So who did it maul after I got knocked down?
Him, who was right next to you.
I'm gonna just get up and like, you just kind of like see Hadar just kind of shaking while he's standing, and he just kind of does this, and it's such a weak hit that you don't know why it worked, but it just kind of scratched his chest.
Oh,
And I
so
was-
you didn't do 1 damage. You did 3.
I know,
No.
but it just
You like
barely-
lightly tap him and like you hit him as if like, you know, you weren't really trying. You're just kind of like, with the gravity of the mace combined as you hit him in the back, kind of caused or the side. You went.
and it's just kind of like that cinematic, over dramatic death scene, like. You know how like
He falls to the ground, starts convulsing as light begins to come out of him.
like you know how like
explodes.
you'll just throw like
just
a dagger
staring at
throw
it,
at a
just like,
boss and you get the whole animation.
All right,
That's
but
what
jokes
happens.
aside, as you finish it off, it falls to a knee and kind of looks up at the party on the verge of death. You know one thing from your roll is that it is cursed. No one here has Dispel Curse. If anyone here is trained in Arcana, I will give you 1 chance to do an Arcana check to dispel the curse on this thing. Unless you'd rather just kill it outright. Because you know you can save it, but if you fail, there might be consequences. You don't know what would happen if you fail.
I can't do anything.
You're lucky I don't cause that as a nat 1. You attempt to fix the curse and get cursed yourself. The end. What'd you get?
18.
18? Anyone here trained in are you trained in Arcana?
Not as far as I.
It will say under skills. If your skills says Arcana, you can try.
I failed, didn't I?
I do not.
It's 20.
I figured.
Because you need to spell curse to spell the curse. You attempt to use your just magic knowledge and attempt to dispel the curse and kind of like grab him by the antlers and you're like, okay, if I just rip the mask of like bone off, maybe to dispel the curse. Put your foot up, you pull as you start to push magic through, and it would have worked had you pushed enough magic through, but you didn't. So instead, you pop it off. You see this kind of malformed human face as it kind of clutches it and falls to the ground. And as it lands on the ground with one final, like, blood-curdling screech, very exasperated from its lack of, energy, the beast closes its eyes and its body almost immediately begins to turn to ash. And as it does so, the roots that were blocking you in move, and you can see where it was standing. You can see sort of like a makeshift altar that it had built, made entirely of bones, mud, and sticks. And you see kind of it like shake and then shatter as what you know to be a spirit of the woods comes out. Its face is made, its face is like the skull of a deer with large antlers, and its body is made entirely of abyssal magic, just abyssal magic. As it rises up, you know that you need to run because it is looking to possess someone.
I'm gonna grab Ohm and I'm gonna yell, run. Like, I'm just dragging Ohm by the arm if he's...
Like,
But, yeah, no, I'm starting to hightail it immediately.
So yeah. It wouldn't have possessed you guys if you hadn't known that it was just going to run. But as you guys run, you know, you kind of look back and see it kind of leave through that hole in the top, returning to the forest as the beast does. You know that inevitably someone is going to end up possessed by it again. You guys are not strong enough to kill a spirit of the forest, which would require you to find its body, which could be anywhere, and kill basically a demon. So you know that that is not for you to do, but you have killed what was kidnapping the people. They did say it was a Wendigo. They were right. You didn't believe them because they're beings of myth. It's not really, you know, something that you thought actually existed. Well, now you know it does. And you know damn well to not chase that spirit down because it will only end in the massacring of your party. So you run back to the village, going through this swamp, not wasting a second. You do not want to be in this forest any longer.
Do you guys have keys for the lounge?
No.
Don't think we do.
There's a microwave.
I think we did. Back at the very
Yeah,
back
there
hall.
should be a microwave all the way in the back. But as you guys reach the town, it's still empty. No one's really come out. But you guys are safe, and you know that for at least the next year, the killings will be stopped. As it takes a while for the spirit to possess another. And you know that the only way to prevent this is for people to not go into the woods, because that is what would cause it. So, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna go look for the only person who is responsive.
So you go up to the door. I guess you knock.
Yeah.
And as you knock, the man kind of peers out the window. Seeing it's you, still alive, you all look very bloodied. Except for actually, no, you never got hit. You never got hit. You two look kind of. You two look fine. You're just covered in mud. You two look like you've taken a beating. You more than him. But he opens up the door to let you guys in, and I imagine you probably tell him.
The Wendigo has been slain.
The man seems, you sure?
Yes, however, you are not to return to those woods.
The man nods, well aware of the tales of how one becomes a Wendigo, and turns around to his family, kind of like joyous that, they don't have to live in fear every night. Chances are they'll probably stay in because the ghouls was another problem. Chances are the ghouls were just undead that were risen by the Wendigo, or the spirit of the woods protecting the Wendigo. As you did notice, the Wendigo never left the clearing. Or never left the woods to enter the clearing because they are tied to the woods in which the spirit controls them in. So yeah, you guys make your way back to the tavern where you had accepted this quest. Bloodied, beaten.
Did we take anything from the Wendigo?
We'll say
itself
you ripped off its head.
Okay, I was
So you
wondering if
did
that was
have
it.
that, but that's what you used to convince the man that it was dead.
I just kind of like slam it on the table and be like,
Yeah, you
"It's
slam it
dead."
on the table, and the woman seems honestly kind of surprised that that was what was causing the disappearances. She had expected maybe like ghouls at the most, some maybe a necromancer or people involved, but to see a Wendigo is definitely a shock. So she tells you that they're going to put out a warning for that area, as anyone to go into that forest is at risk, and more than likely a kill quest for the Spirit of the Woods would show up in a month or so. But yeah, you guys have completed your quest, and you are awarded with, because you guys did kill the beast, you do get 60 gold to split amongst the party. So that is 60 divided by 4.
10, 15.
15, yes. 15. So you each get 15 gold. And some rewards in it. You guys get. Have you?
The DM forgot to write the rewards.
No, it's here. It's here. It's here. It's here. I know it's here. You guys get a Ring of Thunder amplification, Boots of Haste, and a Bag of Holding to split amongst the three of you. Last person will get a different reward. I'm not going to say what it is. So.
I don't even have a concept of money.
So Ring of Thunder amplification. The Ring of Thunder amplification. I believe I have it with me. The Ring of Thunder amplification. If you make an attack using thunder damage, you can add your Wisdom modifier onto the damage dealt.
I'm just gonna look at the druid and I'm gonna look over and be like, I have no use for that.
Then
So
our
you take the Thunder amplification.
Yep.
It requires attunement. So you do have 3 attunement slots. So make sure you write in your notes if you have write
That character sheet is yours.
Ring of Thunder amplification, and then put in A, or just write attuned next to it. You can only attune up to 3 items. This one does require it, but it is you just put the ring on. Next time you cast that, you can add your wisdom modifier to the damage you deal. Boots of Speed are haste.
I'm gonna look at the goblin and say, do you want to?
What does it do?
I'm bringing it up. I only have a general idea. So basically, the one thing I know is you click the haste together. If you click the heals together, you click the heals together to cast the haste spell on yourself as a bonus action.
So, do you
Which
want
basically
it?
means until the spell ends, your speed is doubled and you gain a +2 bonus to AC. You have advantage on dex saving throws and gain an additional action on each of your turns. You can only use the Boots of Haste once per long rest. Once this property is used, it cannot be used again until the next dawn. So you can only use it once a day.
Okay, I'll take that.
What was the other one?
And then the last thing is a Bag of Holding. So you'll take that. So you gotta split that between you two.
Yeah, you're my friend now.
So which of you two wants a Bag of Holding?
I'll just kind of like hand it over to you.
I look
So-
at him, it's like, ooh.
And I just-
The minor amount of knowledge that you have in your mushroom brain, you know that this can hold many items.
Yeah, I like take the gold
I kind of
pieces
just
that were,
show
like,
him an
handed to me.
example.
Yeah, he puts your head inside, you just see an endless expanse. And the last thing is a scroll of Revivify. That's what you get. One-time use. Luckily, you're the one who took it because you're the only one who can cast it.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't want to say it, because it would have been funny at the end and been like, yeah, it's a scroll of Revivify.
Can't use
But
it.
as you guys finish, you notice that the other 2 quests have been taken off the board. So that is a note. They will never be seen again. You can assume that, we'll just say, you literally see a guy come in with his 4 other party members carrying the head of a young blue dragon.
Oh god.
And then you also hear news, and this is just to tell you how the other one ended. You also hear news that the bandits were working for a noble family and were hired to attempt to cover up embezzlement on taxes that the royal family had done. So those are the 2 things you missed. You would have uncovered a royal family, or you would have fought a very young blue dragon, which has a 6 for difficulty. So.
I'm quite thankful we didn't take that quest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you have all succeeded. Keep your character sheets that I've given you. We'll make your character, so you can actually... Nice thing is, with this, there's nothing really set in stone, since, you haven't leveled up. You just leveled up. For you, we can print out the level 2 one next time we bring you in.
I'm
or
actually
you
going to
can make
add
a
it
character.
to D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
D&D Beyond?
And I'll just
Yeah.
It
look
works
up
just
this
fine.
stuff.
Just copy that over. Yep, that
Yeah.
works. You are now level 3. You've leveled up again. So yeah, congratulations on not dying to the Wendigo.
That was a close one.
That was the Wendigo.
For you.
The Wendigo had a challenge level of 3.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, that's a hard fight. He
It
could
did-
have. He could have
Its bite.
survived
Its
that.
bite did 2d8, and its claws did 2d6. The thing
I would've
is,
been dead.
The bite.
We
the
really made
bite,
the dream work.
You actually got so lucky that the attack I rolled did just right there.
Yeah, we are friends now.
Yeah, we are definitely.
We are friends.
And all I had to do was expend 2 spell slots.
You have
But
just-
yeah, thank you all for coming out. So
And thank you.
you guys, no problem. I love doing this. This is honestly like the best part of the week. Freaking caught it.
The
I
counts
caught
the
it.
half. The counts the half. You
Yeah,
got
I didn't say it.
You might as well
I
stick to it.
freaking nah. I freaking love. I love doing this. Everyone who's watching this, be it the VOD or watching live, thank you so much for watching the stream today. I hope you all enjoyed the fact that we had music this time. I'm sure our wonderful people in the back who can we get a round of applause for. I was watching the stream. You guys are doing great. I love the switching, but we need to get like a camera that we never use that just is like facing you guys.
Just so we can show.
Yeah, just so we can
sit
like,
back in the-
dude, like you just need to get like a secret camera I can just like pull out and be like, yeah.
Look at
Or
that.
hold on, just turn that camera right there.
Yeah, just look at
Yeah,
those
here, Chris,
beautiful
turn that
men.
camera. We gotta show our wonderful background cast. You guys deserve some recognition. You all do a wonderful job. I love.
cameras. I could just not.
No. Turn it. Yeah, show them. Look at them. Chris, you gotta show yourself, you know. Chris, you gotta show yourself, Chris. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming out. Thank you the D&D Guild, for again letting us, bring this up to everyone. Yeah, thank you Chase, Austin, and Jacob for filling in. We had some other people, but there were some issues. So, and thank you so much, Russell, for coming out. It was a blast. I hope to see you all at some time again. Keep those character sheets. If you didn't know this already, your character, when you come back, you're welcome to use your character. You'll be level 2, or for you, level 3. Once you've hit level 4 is the final level, which you can play in these tiers of campaigns. Level 5, we will have a special session sometime this year where level 5 players will come in, as I do plan to, of course, if you don't have a level 5 character, we'll give you one. You don't have to have a level 5 character. But, yeah, thanks everyone for watching. You all have a wonderful evening, day, afternoon.
Something.
Woo!
Woo.
Cue the outro music.
We don't have outro music.
We'll make our intro music.